mother.
Hey everybody, what is going on? What is going on? Welcome back. Dr. Ram, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm live and I'm good.
As well.
How are you?
I'm
How's things with you, Casey?
I'm doing well. It's been busy. Did I miss the anthem? You have not missed anything yet, Scuba Steve. We just got fired up. You are in the right place at the right time, my friend.
True.
Moon, what's going on? Little pee high for your viewing pleasure. Mm-hmm. Welcome in,
we
everyone.
Don't pee low here. We don't pee low here.
Rockety, how's it going? Yeah, go Hawks. Woo! You get me, Scuba. Dude, I love this hoodie. I just got this the other day in the mail, and it's honestly like my favorite hoodie now. I love this thing. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you again so much for bearing with us. We know we kind of jumped around a couple of days. Dr. Ram's got himself a new gig, and sometimes new gig means new schedule. And so, yeah. We're just trying to toy around with a couple of ideas to make it a little bit more consistent. But, we're here for you. We still want to do these shows as often as we can. And this is actually episode number 7, which is wild.
I was going to say 9, but it's definitely 7.
Yeah, episode.
We're literally just talking about it's like episode 9. Wait.
If this is a Star Wars movie, this would be Force Awakens, and that makes me sad. Yeah, lucky number 7. There we go. We'll go with that. We won't make a Star Wars reference this time. We'll go with lucky number 7. That works for me.
Lucky number 11.
Sweet. Excellent. Well, we have what I think is going to be a really fun show for you folks tonight. And the theme for this evening, given that we just had Mother's Day not long ago, is fathers.
Moms.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, wait. Just kidding. That's mothers. It's mothers. I'm going to get killed now. I'm sorry, Mom.
Mom.
Isn't that how it always goes, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wanted to kind of treat this episode as kind of a tribute to moms. Yeah, you're so toast. And I'm just going to cover my camera. No, I'm just kidding. So the theme is going to be kind of on mothers, and so we wanted to have some fun with it too. Just kind of ham up the whole motherhood thing. The tier list is going to be around moms, and I think we're just going to have fun with it, and hopefully our mom still loves us at the end of it.
Hopefully.
I'm sure she will. You can't not love us.
It's true. It's a legal requirement as being your children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of have to.
Yeah, 100%. So we wanted to get started with a few of our favorite memes that we have come across that talk about motherhood. And so we're going to switch screens here to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memes.
You're assuming a lot at the start there. Yeah. That is true. We do assume many things. Before I jump into that, though, I do want to do, as I always do, just a really quick plug for Extra Life. I'm sure a lot of you are probably tired about hearing about this, but thank you very much, Ram. So Extra Life, if those... I can't even talk right now. For those of you who are maybe unfamiliar with what Extra Life is, it's a charity that raises money for the Children's Miracle Network and, by extension, children's hospitals across North America. Both Dr. Ram and myself, along with a couple of our friends, have formed a team this year, and we are raising money for the Alberta Children's Hospital. And so for those of you who have already donated, we really appreciate it. Honestly, it warms my heart to see how generous everyone is and how much you love the kids. We love the kids, and we want them to be healthy. We want them to be happy.
You'll love the kids.
It just makes me think
It's
of that.
nice.
Makes me think of that Office episode where Michael decides to sign up for an online dating service. He's like, "What should my username be?" Ah, little kid lover.
Little kid lover.
That way they know
way, lets
exactly
them
what I'm
know
about.
my priorities.
Oh, it's so bad. But that's not what we're here to do. But again, thank you so much everyone who's donated so far. Really quickly, you may see wrong. You may see in the background here I've got a little painting going on. For every $25 USD donation, I will draw you as a Ninja Turtle on there. So everyone gets their own little Ninja Turtle head. You get to pick what color or what shade of green you want for your turtle, as well as what color your mask is going to be. So cool stuff. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into the mom memes. I'm going to switch the screen here.
Oh, it's real, Rockety. It's so real.
It's so real. I don't know why I went with a Rick voice there. It's so real, Morty. Okay, so let me pull up the...
It's the realest ever.
So here's our very first mom meme. Please hold my hand and walk next to me. Kid.
So many times I have been, and not lately, I guess, but walking around the mall, and there's always the one kid that like just gives up on life, has the one arm in their parent's hand, and is just like getting dragged the whole way around the mall.
100%. This is my youngest daughter, to an extent. Trying to like herd her is like herding cats. Cigarlag, hey, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, it's insane, and it made me think too. You remember, because I think Mom used this on you too. You remember those Velcro straps that it was like handcuffs? It was like parental handcuffs. So the one strap goes on the parent, and then there's like a bungee cord, and then the other strap goes on the kid. And I figured out how to use
what
Velcro.
it really is.
It's a leash.
It's a child leash. It's a child leash.
Yeah.
It's a child leash. They've made them a little bit more humane over the years. You don't have to put them around like the wrist or the neck anymore.
Now it's a
lot of them
harness.
just like attached to a harness or a backpack.
It's a full body harness with a plush on the back, so it looks like it's not anything crazy. But yeah, no, you're right. It's absolutely a leash.
It's a child leash.
Yeah. But I remember like when I figured out Velcro, and I would just like take it off and then just like wander away anyways. That's how you get lost. Yeah. I have a monkey backpack.
I knew how to take it off, but I was scared to.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what happens if I remove this. It was the fear that kept it on.
I am not above child leashes. I'm not saying they're bad. They're definitely effective, especially if you have a child who tends to wander off. And speaking as a parent, I totally get it. It's a funny concept to me. It's a funny concept. Let's go to the next one. Oh, Rafa. When my kid threatens to not talk to me for the rest of the day.
Oh, darn.
Oh, no. What a disaster.
Now, that said, I'm sure that it's not all smiles as they get older. But like when they're younger, I'm sure that it's a little bit more like, yes, finally, peace and quiet.
Yeah. Oh, shucks, can I be grounded? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh no, peace and quiet? Whatever will I do?
Oh no, I hope it doesn't go into tomorrow too.
Yeah. This one hits me pretty good. Me, when my kid trips over the toy I asked him or her to pick up 100 times. Again, my youngest daughter trips over stuff all the time. She doesn't really get hurt per se, but it's still one of those times where it's like I've asked them multiple times, pick up your toys, pick up your toys, pick up your toys. And then 2 seconds later, they trip over like a toy teapot. It's like, well, oh no.
And it's also, and I've seen this a couple of times, not only just with your youngest and your oldest, but even just with other kids, where it's like they get playing with something, and then something else distracts them, and they leave what they were playing with there, and they go to something else, and it's like, no, put away what you were just playing with before you grab something else. Oh, I'm not done with that. Well, you obviously are, but. And you can see this argument is going to be cyclical.
And it's funny, and we have to be careful that we're not hypocritical, because that was definitely us as kids too. But yeah. Oh yeah, I told you so is always a good feeling. Yeah.
I remember many times watching Mighty Ducks as kids, and we would jump up on the coffee table with plastic hockey sticks and just like hit things everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Or Three Ninjas. I remember mom and dad, threatening to not let us watch Three Ninjas anymore because So Ram and I, we have one other brother. So there's 3 brothers in total. It's not just, well, this is just called 2 brothers, but there is a third brother.
Brothers. There's a third brother.
And so 3 brothers, 3 ninjas. You can imagine what happens in a household, and yeah, things got crazy every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Welcome in, Rush.
Rush, what's going on, dude? Wait, you have a third brother? We do. We hide him in the closet and bring him out for parties. Yeah, tell me more. Wait, you don't know that we have a third brother, Rockety? I have concerns. Yeah, and a sister.
I could shout him out in chat if you want me to.
Hey, you can shout him out. Shout him out.
All right, maybe I will.
Before I move on from this meme, though, can we take a quick second and talk about how evil Lego is?
Oh.
That's true. We did tape him to a wall. That's not the only thing we did.
We taped him to his bed. We taped him to a wall. We taped the door leading out of his room shut. We taped the door leading up from the basement, leading from his room shut.
We stuffed him in a freezer once.
We put him in a freezer once.
It wasn't plugged in.
Not for long.
It wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We rolled him down the stairs. Yeah, we weren't terribly great to our youngest brother. Hey, Mac, what's going on? Wait, what? The freezer was not plugged in. I promise.
All right, lady, we're going to get you some pineapples. We'll get you things from Mario style.
Toy freezer.
Yeah. And Playmobil. Yes, Playmobil too. What is Pretzel playing right now? Hold on a sec.
I'm certain he's got this under.
It's just started being like some random guy talking.
Oh, weird.
All right. You guys alone kept the tape industry going. It's true. 3M owes us royalties. Yeah.
True. But for real though, Lego is basically the real life household equivalent of Caltrops.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is true.
It's not fun.
I'm just glad you had a no-hit girl policy growing up. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he took the brunt of all of it anyways, so... And he was a good sport about it, for the most part. I don't think we damaged him too much, psychologically, but who knows? Maybe we did.
He grew up big and tall, so we obviously didn't stunt anything.
There you go. I'm the one that got stunted, but that was a different story altogether. Yeah. Still has a slight tick. Yeah. All right, here's our next one. Ram, you want to read this one for us?
Yeah. Motherhood is being the snack holder for children, no matter how fabulous you look.
100%. Who's that? Is that Queen Bee right there?
I have no idea. That would be my assumption.
Is that Beyonce? If someone can let me know. I'm pretty sure that's Beyonce. At any rate.
All I know, she got a Minute Maid in one hand and fruit snacks in the other, and that's all I need.
Now, is that a fruit snack, or is that one of those bear paws? The little,
maybe it's a bear paw.
Little cookies. Who knows?
Snacks, nonetheless.
That's Beyonce. Okay, so you're like, I figured. I didn't want to make assumptions. You never know, but I was pretty sure it was Beyonce. My daughter and I have started. Oh, go ahead. You read it.
My daughter and I have started building Lego sets together. They go in the closet when they are done because they will go on the floor and into my feet. Yep.
That is a smart man right there. Very smart man. Never make eye contact with a child on the verge of falling asleep. They will sense your excitement and abort mission. Yes. 100% yes. I cannot tell you how many times I went to go put my kid to bed, and then I glanced over just to see if they were asleep, and they were looking at me, and we made eye contact, and then the blanket comes off, and they start like getting all riled up again. I'm like, no! Years of academy training wasted. Every freaking time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so bad, and it's every kid. My oldest daughter was like that. My youngest daughter is like that. I'm pretty sure every kid is like that. You make that eye contact, and you're done. It's over. It's just bad news bears. Yeah, it's like they've got sensors. It's insanity.
Mm-hmm. They're optically charged.
Yeah. This one just makes me laugh because at first I thought it was the same guy in every picture, and then I realized it's not. But they're very similar.
When you ask your kid to smile for a picture, which was us growing up.
and as my wife can attest, this is me as a 33-year-old grown adult.
Mm-hmm.
I am not one to take pictures well. Yeah, oh yeah, Timmy gets me. Yeah, this is still me in photographs. Yeah, I don't take serious photographs.
So that one in the top left, if it were a little bit more of a smile with that mouth open, that's basically what I like to call ram face. I don't
Yeah.
find myself very photographic, so I do the same like face in like every photo.
Yeah. The guy bottom middle looks like he's getting a prostate exam.
Ooh, yeah.
You'll turn your head and cough, and he's like, "What did you just put in there?"
Or he just like he put his hand on a railing that had something wet on it, and he's not sure what it was. You can see his hand like recoil.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. He's,
Wet handrails.
yeah, he's stone faced for pictures. It's really awesome. Slow clap. Yeah, usually I go for the old, what is it? The American Gothic approach, where it's just, and that's my photo. Exactly, Timmy. You can't accidentally ruin a picture if you're doing it intentionally. 100%. 100%. You and I are on the same wavelength. Yeah. Middle left looks like he just saw somebody wipe out. He's the guy watching the colonoscopy or the prostate exam.
Oh, jeez.
All right, what do we got next here, Ram?
This one is candy wrapper makes that crinkle sound, and all the kids be like,
And it's without fail, and it's the weirdest thing too. The crinkle can be very, very similar, but it can be like, say it's like a frozen bag of peas. They will not turn their head. If it's a candy bar, though, you guarantee they're going to be there in like under 2 seconds and begging for
They
at least
just know.
half.
they just
Oh man, I
know.
got the burps. Yeah, you can't sneak a candy wrapper. They'll be like on the opposite end of the house and just cheese it right down the stairs. What are you eating? Can I have some? Every time it's gonna happen.
No.
Yeah.
They're like a buddy of mine and his girlfriend used to raise guinea pigs, and anytime that you like crinkled a shopping bag near them, you could hear them getting excited in the other room, just like little weeps, like weep 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 weep, because they thought they were snacks. It's like that with kids. They're
Yeah.
like guinea pigs.
Cigarlag, your brother doesn't eat sweets? That's insane. That is a rare breed. That is the white rhino. Joss, what's going on? I do that, yeah.
The white buffalo.
You're the one that comes running at the sound of the candy wrapper, Joss, or? I mean,
I do that.
to be fair, that's me too. I've got a huge sweet tooth. I have a huge sweet tooth. And again, my wife can attest to this too. Like, we go to bed at night and we go to like watch Netflix, and I've got a bag of chips. I've got like a bag of candy, and I'm just sitting there. It's like I'm in a movie theater. All I'm missing is the popcorn and a sticky seat. You like salted Pringles and Coke. Yeah. Yeah. Little seagulls. Yeah. Mine. 100%. 100%. This is starting to be me, and it's getting scary. Me at 25 after a quick 5-mile run versus me at 35 after buckling my kid into the car seat. Yeah. Are you really missing the sticky seat, though? I mean, I hope not. It's my bed. Wait. Let's move on.
Anyways,
Next meme. I didn't think that through before I opened my mouth.
how I feel when my kids won't eat their food.
Yeah.
Go ahead and starve.
It's so good. That's not what I meant. Yeah, 100%.
Too late now, man.
Back up.
Too
Yeah,
late now.
back
Everybody
pedal.
knows.
Back pedal.
Everyone in chat knows you're Kappa.
Yeah. But
So
this
Kappa.
this is it too. And the crazy thing, and again, this is probably hypocritical because I definitely did this as a kid too, is you don't want to eat dinner, but yet you still want dessert. It's like, well, I'm not hungry for whatever we're eating. I'm hungry for ice cream. You know? As if there is, in fact, a separate stomach specifically
I
for
was just
dinner
about to say.
versus separate stomach for dessert. And maybe there is. I don't know that science has actually been able to definitively disprove the existence of dessert stomach versus dinner stomach. Just saying. We're spending too much time developing vaccines for COVID. We need to be focusing on this.
I don't know about that. Baby steps.
Yeah, that's me
But yeah,
too
definitely
now.
dessert stomach.
Oh, I was just reading. Yeah, that's me too now. I can eat dessert first because my mama ain't here to tell me no. That's true. That's true. You can have dessert whenever you want. Yeah, always room
See,
for ice cream.
For me, is like I've got like the sweet stomach, I've got the salty stomach, I've got the savory stomach, I've got the umami stomach. So like it depends on what I'm eating. If it's like a nice like collection of a bunch of different flavors, I could probably eat a lot of it. But if it's like I just decided to for whatever reason make like 5 pounds of mashed potatoes, I would probably get full pretty quick.
It reminds me of
But
that.
if it was like 5 pounds of something else, I'd be okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Mitch Hedberg thing. He's like, rice is really great if you feel like eating 1,000 of something.
True. Yeah, taco in a bag stomach, so good.
Yeah, taco in a bag is very good.
Taco in a bag is so good.
For anyone who is not familiar with what taco in a bag is, what you do is you cook up all the stuff that you would normally put in a taco or a burrito. So you get your hamburger, you get your tomato, you get, if you want guacamole, whatever it is that you want in there, shredded cheese. And what you do is you get a bag of Doritos and you squish it up so that way it's all crumbly. And then you cut it kind of like lengthwise. So you hold it sideways and then cut across the top and then dump all of your taco mixings into the Dorito bag and mix it up and then just eat it right out of the bag. It's delicious. It's like a camping staple for us. And sometimes we'll just eat it in the house because we can and we want to.
Because we can.
Because we're adults and we do what we want.
Rush said he and his dad are so stubborn that if Rush wouldn't eat something, his dad would just serve it for supper the next night.
Oh man, could you imagine? Especially if it was like seafood and you're on like night 4 and you still aren't. I don't want the trout, Dad.
I'm confused because like if it was seafood, I'd definitely be done with it night 1. But
that's true.
Also, the thought of seafood going that long is a little cringe.
Yeah, I would have started. Yeah.
Or if you're Golden Girl, you just don't like seafood at all.
This one probably hits heavy too, especially for new moms. I don't want to sleep like a baby. I just want to sleep like my husband.
Oof.
I'm sure any moms in chat can attest to this, especially when it's a new baby. And I felt bad, like especially when we had our first daughter, because obviously I can't breastfeed her. It's just not going to work. And so anytime that my wife would have to get up to feed, it was always her, right? It's not me. So, yeah, it's legit. 100% legit.
Too legit.
The first time you hear "Mom" versus the 7,567th. Yeah.
Mum, mother, mummy, mama, mum, mummy.
Yeah, Mom is not my name anymore. It's still your name. It's still your name. I don't think you ever lose the name Mom. You just inherit new names like Grandma.
Mm-hmm. Mima.
Mima.
Nana.
Mop Mop. I can't breastfeed her. A real man would evolve the ability to lactate. This isn't Jurassic Park, Timmy.
Well, here's the thing, too. Technically, males can lactate, but it requires a specific type of stimulus over the course of a certain amount of time. And in conjunction with, like, I think there's like medication or something you can take, but you can activate the lactation.
Don't you
side
need mammary
of
glands?
a male.
And I'm not a doctor here, but
well, they do exist in males. They're just not active. That's why we like. I mean, mine aside, I got a little bit of the old man boob, but like it's not something that. Yeah, you need more estrogen, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if maybe it was like just an Onion article or if it was something else, but they were testing and trying to see if they could get males to actually breastfeed, and I believe they were successful in a couple trials.
It's like a Real World Junior.
Yeah.
Anyone remember that movie? That's a throwback to a couple episodes ago when we were talking about Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
It all comes back to the Schwartz.
Sierra Schwartz is the biggest one.
All right, you got this one, Ram?
Oh, yeah. When your kids keep telling you a story and it won't end.
That face. I've had that face.
And it's the, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. And they keep going and it doesn't stop.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because I've definitely met adults like that, where it's like they obviously never grew out of that phase. But kids for sure. And I mean, to their credit, they can be very, very creative. And some of the stories that they come up with, I am baffled at what comes into the mind of like a 3 or 4-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, yeah, yeah. So like they grow out of it. My 14-year-old brother is still in that. 100%. Holy smokes! Cup of Kiwi coming in with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your night, Kiwi? Tina, welcome in. Playing some Valorant. I was watching that. Very poor.
This is me now. I'm the Potato King. I'm the fucking Potato King.
Hey, I saw you make a couple of good plays, Kiwi. I was watching. I was lingering.
Sweet. Oh, I've got Kiwi's voice in the background going on. Oh, I know why. It's because I still have.
You guys had a little treat. That was a subscriber exclusive.
Hold on a sec. I have a new shout out alert, and apparently I turned off the video and not the audio, so it's still playing Kiwi's voice in the background.
Oh no.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. We are talking about moms, Kiwi.
Also, thank you for the follow, Teeny Giant.
Yes, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. So yeah, we're talking about
guys,
moms. We're celebrating Mother's Day, even though it was like a week ago, and we're going through some of our favorite memes that are around motherhood and parenthood in general. What, you don't want to listen to Kiwi nonstop? I listen to Kiwi nonstop all day, every day. Yeah,
I think what Kiwi needs is a chicken sandwich. Am I right,
yeah,
Kiwi?
he needs some Sandos. Ooh, Teeny loves moms.
And hopefully the chicken sandwich doesn't shoot you down.
Ooh. Mommy.
I love moms.
Mommy, how come my dinosaur doesn't roar anymore and all my tractors stop making digging noises? Me.
Maybe because I took the batteries out, or maybe just because it doesn't want to.
It's funny. Like, I feel like as an adult, you kind of go through phases where you are either the one giving the noisy toy to a parent and instantly becoming their enemy, or you are the parent receiving noisy toys, and then you just have to deal with the fact that it's karma. Charling, hey, thank you so much for that $10 donation to Extra Life. We much appreciate that. Thank you.
Is that a bean? I can't remember if you do beans for $10.
It is a spin on the Wheel of Misfortune. So we are going to switch screens here. We're going to pull up the Wheel of Misfortune. So let me get that wheel going.
Turn. Tell us the thing that we will learn.
Oh man, I love the Animaniacs reference. So for those who are unfamiliar with what the Wheel of Misfortune is, it is this very, very cool wheel that I have, and I spin it for every $10 donation to Extra Life. I spin this wheel and I do what it tells me to do. That could be eating gross beans, it could be eating spicy jelly beans, it could be exercise. So let's spin the wheel and find out what I'm gonna have to do today.
It could be a boat.
It could be a boat. You know how much I've always wanted a boat. All right, here we go. What is it gonna be today? What do we got? Oh boy, we got gross bean. Ooh, we got gross bean. All right, where are my beans?
And I have to do this in solidarity with you too, don't I?
So we have these very not delicious bean boozles, and I get to eat one of these bad boys. The wheel noise, right, Timmy? Oh man, I love the wheel noise. That's probably my favorite part about this wheel, is the sound that plays every time I spin it.
All right. I got my bean. You got yours?
I've got mine. So this is, I can't remember. Let me look. This is either going to be peach or it's going to be barf.
And I have either berry blast or toothpaste.
I'm so jealous of you right now.
It's like the easiest of all of them.
Okay, here we go. I am like 0 for 3 on these barf beans. You ready for this? All
Ready.
right, let's do it.
Oh, it's toothpaste. That is minty.
Oh,
Oh, this is just delightful.
ooh. Oh my goodness.
Well, hot dang.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad, chat. Oh, that was
I
filthy.
feel like that one really came to a crest.
Oh my goodness. My eyes are tearing right now.
That was minty. I like that
Oh,
one.
that one was potent. That was probably the worst barf bean that I've had to eat so far.
It's worse when you're chewing it and like part of it gets lodged in your teeth and you're trying to
Yes.
get it out, but the only thing you can get it out with is your tongue. And so in the act of licking it, you're
Oh,
getting
man.
more flavor off of it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, I gotta take a drink. Oh,
I am enjoying this kiwi. I'm enjoying this very much.
oh my
You don't
goodness.
understand. With my bad beans, I am currently, and I mean, if I wanted to count this one, I am 31 bad beans over 9 good beans in the box that I've opened so far. So I've had a larger amount of horrible flavors that
Oh.
when I get one that's still horrible but not as horrible, it's not that bad, you know?
I can't get the taste in my mouth. I gotta increase my bean count here too.
What you need are Cheerios.
So if you do exclamation mark beans, it'll tell you my ratio of gross beans and spicy beans. I've only had one good bean so far. Out of these 17 gross beans that I've eaten, one has been good. The other 16 have all been bad. That is not great
I feel like
odds.
they're designed that way.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, Rocky could bring some Cheerios. oh, so gross. It probably is deliberate. I mean, I think people would be really disappointed if they bought the Bean Boozles, and more than half of them were good beans. But it's definitely not an equitable split. Definitely not.
I got a minty lingering flavor in my mouth.
I still have the taste of this vomit bean, and I think I'm out of Starbursts, which is not good for me. You want to take us back into the memes, my good sir?
Let's do it. When you have to pretend that you're not taking pictures just so you can get a decent picture of your kids.
Yes, Timmy, this is an actual picture of Ram hiding in the goose.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thanks. My wife just brought me some Cheerios.
Hey!
Oh man.
Good on you, golden girl. Good on
I
you.
need some Cheerios. Maybe it'll soak up the.
It does
The
a
bean.
really dang good job, not gonna lie. I mean, we're not sponsored or anything, but I'm just saying,
General Mills, give us money.
Cheerios. I keep a box by my computer desk for the funsies,
Timmy the
and
Spork
also to
says.
get rid of the spicy beans.
Timmy the Spork says, "Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Jones." She is a lovely wife. I love my wife a lot. She's good people. I'll keep her.
Your wife's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess.
She's pretty cool.
Yeah, we should get sponsored by Cheerios. Could you imagine? I just get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends all the time.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Me at age 98, fondly remembering that one time I made a meal and all 3 of my kids ate it. Outside of like,
we had some meals that we all ate as
We did.
kids growing up. Like I remember the salsa chicken was a hit.
yep, spaghetti. I'm a big
spaghetti.
I'm still
Oh,
a big
yep.
spaghetti guy.
Yeah. The broccoli and cheddar potato soup. What else?
Timmy, I would probably
I think-
stop streaming if I went that low as to allow myself to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
I think the only thing that stands out in my mind as like the meal that none of us ate to completion, including our mother, was the teriyaki chicken.
Which she just put in chat.
Oh,
It's a bit of an
Well-
inside joke. The sauce did not turn out well. It was nobody's fault. I think it was just probably bad sauce. It was I think it was one of those pre-made things where you
it
just
was
like
one of the pre-made
where you
ones.
just assemble all the ingredients, and the sauce we think was bad, and it was not good.
It was not teriyaki. It was teriyaki.
Yeah, not great. Yeah, roast beef, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and cheese sauce. Oh, you made it.
Well,
I'm just gonna switch to the. All right, we're going to the end. Just kidding.
well, at least, mom recognizes it was nasty.
We gave you a pass there. You could have just gone with the pre-made. You would have been covered. This one makes me laugh too. Are they twins? No, I found an extra kid in the parking lot and thought, why not? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
That reminds me. Oh, what is it? It was one of the Jim Gaffigan jokes where he's drowning and then somebody hands him a kid. And I'm trying to remember what that was an analogy for.
It was him. It was actually at the start of one of his specials. Excuse me. And he was talking about how he just had a 5th kid. This guy's got a ton of kids. So he had just had a 5th kid, and he was like, people always come up to me, hey, Curtis, thank you very much for that $25 donation to Extra Life. I gotta spin the wheel 2 more times here. I'm gonna finish the story, and you also get your face on the turtle board.
Turtle board. Oh, in the Discord.
Yeah, if you go in the
sure
Discord. Thank you. Let me
Yeah.
drop the Discord link. And so so Jim Gaffigan was like, people would always come up to me and say, hey, Jim, what's it like having a 5th kid? And he's like, imagine that you're drowning and then someone hands you a baby. That's basically what it was like.
True.
All right, we got to spin the wheel again here. We're going back to the main screen. We're gonna pull up the wheel of misfortune. Oh boy. 2 spins this time.
Slide to the left. Oh, I just found a giant spider on my wall.
We got Grossbean again. Where? They're right in front of me.
It's a big spider on my wall. And it just crawled inside my drinking horn.
The main screen, you say? Oh boy, Ram. There we go.
Oh, we're doing the gross beans.
We got gross bean. This is, I know what this is. I have seen this bean many a time, and it always comes back to haunt me. This is either coconut or it's spoiled milk. I have only once in my life ever had this be coconut.
Oh no.
Every other time it has been spoiled milk.
I have buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
I don't envy you.
I'm gonna get my Cheerios ready because I don't trust it. All right, ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, brother.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
I don't like it, Daddy. Oh my goodness. I don't know how they make them so violet. Oh. That's some good ASMR for all of you in chat. Oh. Great, thank you very much for that hydrate.
Who at the Jelly Belly factory sits down and is like, I need to get this flavor perfect. Let me eat as many rotten eggs as possible and then try and emulate that in Jelly Bean.
Could you imagine being in QA? Oh.
That was twisted.
I revel in your pain. So Crate says that hydrate is for both of us. Oh man, I can't see.
Thank you, Crate.
All right, so let me dial up the gross bean counter, and we're gonna do one more spin here for that donation. Oh, come on! Not gross bean, not gross bean. Okay, I gotta do squats. Here we go. It's squats time.
Are we squatting?
We squatting. Let me move my chair
How many
out of the
squats
way.
are we squatting?
We are squatting 20. It's exercise time.
I don't know if I can even get myself in camera.
Get low. All right, you ready?
Single.
Here we go. 20 squats. Let's do this. Okay, count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You're speeding up.
17, 18, 19, 20. Go slower! I was speeding up a little bit. I didn't know if chat wanted to sit here and watch us do squats all night.
You got a good view of my belly.
Ooh.
Chat.
Yeah, get those gains. Should do it with some like those arm weights. Like, you know, in the 80s and 90s that like everyone there had with the Jane Fonda videos and the little stepper.
And the sweatband.
Oh, I can still taste the spoiled milk.
I was gonna say I was fine until I did those squats. Now I can taste the rotten egg again.
I need to read your prior remark. What was your prior remark? Let me see here. Let me scroll up. I wish I had these beans when you were kids. Instead of washing your mouth out with soap, I'd just make you eat one of those. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I remember getting liquid soap on the toothbrush.
Oh yeah. Not great.
Whew.
All right, let's get back to the memes. All right, I think we're getting pretty good. Clover, thank you very much for that host. Ooh, it is.
Hey, Clover.
Oh, my burps taste like spoiled milk. Blech. Blech.
All right, ready for the meme?
Let's do it.
When the baby falls asleep on you and you try to move them to the crib.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, you need a bomb squad for that.
It was like I remember when we were kids growing up. It was less of a like how do we get them to the crib, but it was more of a we happen to fall asleep in the car because we want to get carried to bed.
Timmy, my parents tried to punish me by making me eat a spoonful of Tabasco, but now I love Tabasco, right? It's like, ha! Joke's on you.
Jokes on them.
Yeah. I love hot sauce. Yeah, that would not have worked for me. The soap, however, disgusting. Liquid soap on the toothbrush, ugh.
Yeah.
Just nasty stuff.
You never get used to it.
No, I don't remember having that happen many times, but it was definitely more than once or twice.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Now this one I think hits for a lot of us, even if you're not a parent. How close I am to having a mental breakdown 99% of the time. Look at how close that heel is to going right in the grate. Like, you are literally millimeters away from breaking your ankle.
That would not be great.
Oh no, did that happen to you, Cigar Leg? Oh man. Not ideal. Not ideal. This is honestly me as an adult. There's days, let me tell you, where it's like, just one more thing, and it's gonna push me right over the edge. I would break my.
Clover.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do heels. Looks like she's walking on a cheese grater, right? Heels are from
Satan.
Yeah. I feel that blue.
My mama said heels are from Satan.
This one made me laugh too. When you're trying to get your toddler's legs into a one-piece pajama, bend the knee. It's good. It's good stuff.
Boots, leather boots, leather boots, leather boots.
Timmy, heels are fine. You just have to practice. I want to ask a question here, Timmy, but at the same time, I don't.
I have now 2 spiders on my wall.
Oh, they're multiplying.
Yeah.
Neat.
Hey, bud.
Maybe they're having their own podcast. That's also called.
It's just called two spiders.
It's just called Two Spiders. We need a spider cam. We should get another cam and just point them at your spiders and just have their own little window. People can see what they're doing. Spider
That's like
fight
the
for
first time
territory.
I've ever had a spider in my room.
Timmy, I think the question is, are you proficient in wearing heels? They do keep the flies away. That is true. Destimoon does not want a spider cam. Yeah, Timmy MVP, 100%. Timmy is the MVP. All day, every day. Ram is so concerned about the spiders.
I'm trying to keep an eye on it so I know where to like scoop it up from later and take it outside.
Timmy, you don't wear heels around the house? This one's good too. Doctor, do you have kids? Yeah, I've got 3 kids. Do you drink? Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
Yeah, I've got 3 kids.
Yeah, not unless there's an occasion. Okay, I got you. I think that was the one thing that was probably missing from my Pretty Princess Casey stream was a pair of high heels. Maybe for the return, we'll see. Who knows?
Gotta get you in some wedges.
Yeah. So I've got a few milestones for Extra Life, and one of them is when we hit $1,500, I think it is, will be the return of Pretty Princess Casey. And I think that we might do some Just Dance on that stream.
Ooh.
While I'm dressed up as a princess. Yes, you missed a Pretty Princess Casey stream, Joss. It's probably still in my VODs because it wasn't that long ago. I think it was just last month. And so I think it's still there. You can go check it out.
It was full of parrots and peacocks and other animals.
And other animals. Yeah, so I let my daughter put makeup on my face. I wore a dress and a wig, and we played some Mario Party. Yeah, there may or may not be a clip about a parrot cock, and it's not going to make sense until you go and watch it. Out of context, it's very weird. But yeah, parrot cock was a thing. Add it to the wheel. Ooh. Yeah, that would be, especially because I've got carpet here. I don't know how heels work on carpet. I feel like not great though. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Thank you, Cigarleg.
It's cock.
Oh, I heard you. I just don't know what that is.
Man, I love the subreddit Birds with Arms. Birds with Arms is such a good subreddit.
Heels are fine on carpet? Okay. Sounds like just another Tuesday for Rush. Heyo. Thank you again for those bits, Cigarlag, and thank you for the parrot cock.
That sounds Tuesday, really
it? Do you have heels that fit you? I mean, I don't know. My feet are bigger than my wife, so I doubt any of her shoes would fit me, and I definitely don't own heels. So,
you're what? You're an American 12?
No. So it depends on the shoe manufacturer. I'm somewhere around a 10.
Oh, okay.
Like 10, between 9.5 and 10.5, depending on the shoe manufacturer.
I thought you had bigger feet than me. I know you did growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I had skis as a kid, and then I grew into my skis.
Yeah, because I'm a 10.5 to 11 now.
Yeah. She needs her own segment on your channel. She really does, honestly. I think I might play some more games for her in the future, because that was a lot of fun. Yeah, ski feet. 100%.
Like ski free, but different.
You want to take this one, Ram?
If you're ever wondering what it's like to be the parent of a toddler.
Oh, ouch. Rockety Digital Frog just says that you're a 3 dressed up as a 9. Wow. Shots fired. I would need an 11.5, a 12.5 women's shoe then. Oh, right, because the numbers are different.
For whatever reason.
Probably.
Like, can't we just have a standard size that's just universal?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, and I don't want to get too off tangent here, but isn't there like, so there's size 0 for a dress, and then isn't there like double 0? Like, is that
what now?
I think there's double 0, which I think is smaller than 0. Ladies in chat, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I am out to lunch. But is there not a double 0 and like even a triple 0? Which is even smaller than double 0, like where, because they don't want to go with the negative numbers, because then that's just confusing.
Well, why don't you just make the 0 be the same size as the triple 0 and just go up from there?
At what point do you have literally no waist? Is it like quintuple 0?
Who decided this?
I have no idea.
That makes no sense.
I have no idea. Yeah, you got me. Men. That's possible. Yeah. A 4 in one brand might be an 8 in another. Timmy, you are very knowledgeable about this. That's what corsets are for, I suppose. Yeah, vanity sizing, I suppose, because then it makes it seem like you're smaller than you really are, I suppose. I don't know. But in general. Oh, men's shoe sizes continue straight out. Children's sizes, women's shoe sizes add to the number. So, wait, hold on, I'm confused. Oh, I see. It's like math in general. Basically, it's just 2 sizes larger. Whatever you wear in men's, you go 2 sizes larger in women's.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. Double it and add 30, like the Bob and Doug episode.
I'm with you. So for a men's 000 shoe size, it'd just be a women's 0. Or no, it's the other way around.
But not for shoes,
No,
for dresses. That would be.
Oh, okay.
That's yeah. The 000 is not for shoes; it's for dresses.
All right.
Yeah. Just give me something that fits my swimmer's shoulders and the rest of my body. That's all I ask. Right? We should all just go back to the days of like wearing togas, where everyone here's your sheet, cut a hole in the sheet, put it over your head, boom, you're good.
cut a hole in the top of the sheet.
Everyone's
else.
equal, exactly. Toga. Everyone gets a toga. Everyone's good. There's one size that literally fits all. Men should be more knowledgeable of the nightmare that is women's sizing. That's fair. That's fair. You got to be empathetic.
Also, while we're on the topic, women need pockets.
And
Just
probably
saying.
probably more so than men, especially if you have kids. Like, you got to have pockets. Oh man, I just burped and it tastes like spoiled milk. I need some of these Cheerios.
Like, I understand like a purse can be stylish or a handbag can be stylish, but I feel like a majority of the people I know only carry those because they can't fit anything in their pockets, because they either have like pockets that look like they're pockets, but they like barely go half an inch deep into the pocket, or there's just no pockets at all. It's just one solid piece of fabric.
The worst is when there's obviously it looks like a pocket, but it's like completely sewn into the clothing, and so it's like it's like, hey, here's a pocket. Psych. Like the meme of the guy with the fishing rod.
Just give them pockets.
Just give him pockets. Just open the box. Speaking of things with space, how about this meme?
When your kid takes up all the space in your bed, even though there should be plenty of space for you both.
Look at that door. There was space for Jack. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. We gotta move on. I'm getting angry. When you finally get a night out and realize your entire wardrobe went out of style while you were busy raising babies. That said, if you wait long enough, it comes back full circle.
Back.
Mom jeans, fanny packs, snap bracelets,
Windbreakers.
big hair. Yeah, 100%. It's coming full circle, my guys and girls.
Mullets.
What's in the pockets? Nothing, Jerry. They're not real. This one drives me insane. My oldest is guilty of this one. Oh, excuse me. Today you don't like bananas? I'm sorry. I must have confused you with the toddler that ate 3 entire bananas yesterday. Yeah, that one hits home. That one hits home. Or your kids asked to wear it to a retro dance. Yeah, that's fair. I have a bright orange tracksuit that is technically my dad's from when he was in university, that I now wear on occasion. And it's honestly, it's probably the coolest thing in my wardrobe. I should bust it out on stream one of these days. I've worn it a couple of times back when we did Twitch Sings, when we had 90s night with Mark A. Macaluso. 90s night. And it's like the greatest tracksuit on the planet, honestly. I'll have to bust it out again one of these days. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's fluorescent orange because originally our father had purchased it, so when he ran
He didn't
or
purchase it.
jogged late at night,
Nana,
I guess he didn't
Nana
purchase
bought it. Nana bought
Nana
it for
bought it.
him because she was concerned that he was going to get hit by a car
Hit by car, yeah.
while he was out running on his evening jogs, and so she bought him basically this fluorescent orange tracksuit that like I'm more visible. It's more high vis than most construction equipment.
Yeah, easily.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Which is nice. Eye searing orange, yes.
Yeah, eye searing orange. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, not you, Siri. Stop.
All right.
Kids catch you in the kitchen. What's in your mouth? And I'm standing there like, nothing.
This goes hand in hand with the crinkling wrapper one. Yeah.
Except
That-
nothing would be spelled Noffing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Vintage Adidas. I love that tracksuit. I'm gonna bust it out for sure. I love being a mom. Also me. Hey Google, how do you fake your own coma?
I lost track of the spider for the update, by the by.
Uh-oh. Both of them?
Both of them.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. They're making
I don't know where it
plans.
went.
Timmy,
I
that's
think
actually a
one
very
went
good
behind
idea.
one of my pictures.
Timmy, that's a great idea. I should add that as a community channel point redemption. Have a tracksuit night. We'll play Grand Theft Auto 4 and wear a tracksuit. and just speak in like a Russian accent the entire time. I like it.
Real cheeky breaky.
Yeah, ram the spiders right behind you.
I love
It's true.
Good.
This is very true, Blue. Yeah, spiders are fine until they vanish or get too close. 100%.
Now, on the topic of faking your own coma, Yeah, it looks like Rocky was just about to bring it up too. My mother, our mother, had once pretended to pass out. I couldn't have been more than, I would say, 4 or 5 at the time, I think. And she wanted to see what I would do if I found her in the kitchen, passed out. And what I did was I went and I got the vacuum cleaner and I started vacuuming her hair. I did not call 911.
Attaboy. That's hilarious. I don't remember that. I must have been in school. Which makes sense, I guess. If you were 4 or 5, I would have probably been in school.
Oh yeah, and I jumped on her.
That checks out. Fun fact, you're never less than 6 feet from a spider. Well, sweet dreams, everyone.
I did not when she was pregnant with you.
I think we all did, actually. Wasn't that a team effort on that one? You, me, and the other brother?
Maybe?
I think we tag teamed. Yeah, they don't even pay rent. Yeah. Freaking kids. Now this kid needs a medal. This kid just cracked the Mother's Day secret. Mom, I just wanted to tell you that Mother's Day wouldn't be possible without me. I'll be waiting for my present in the living room. Love, Joshua. This kid's got a pair on him. I asked for help and Dad said that it sounded like they had it under control. Yeah, this kid Joshua, this kid has figured it out. This kid has unlocked the secret of Mother's Day.
Genius.
Genius.
Agreed. That look your mom gives you when you embarrass her in public, but she can't kill you yet.
I love that we keep coming back to Julia Roberts for these
I was
memes.
gonna say,
Wasn't she in the
something
other
about
one?
Her smile is. She was.
Yeah.
Something about her smile is it's not disarming in the nice way.
Yeah.
There's something hidden behind that smile.
She's got that resting bee face even when she's smiling.
I think it's it's that 1,000-yard stare in her eye.
It's like Britain asking for thanks for Independence Day.
If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have fought for your independence.
Oh man. And also, here's all this tea we're just gonna dump in the river.
That was the Boston Tea Marathon.
This is a terrifying face crate, 100%. It's the I'm gonna kill you when we get home face. Yeah, 100%.
If there wasn't company here.
Exactly. Yeah. If we weren't in the middle of this Macy's. Hey Janice, yeah, can I call you back in 11 years? The juggle is real. Trying to juggle the kids. They want to be held, and they always want to be held when you're in the middle of doing something that requires use of one or both of your hands. When you're like doing anything else, it doesn't matter. They'll be running off doing their own thing, but the instant that you need to do something important that requires your attention, they need to be held. And that's just the way
Crusty
it is.
jugglers.
Yeah. The problem with my mother is not the murderous intent. Well, I'm glad that the problem's not the murderous intent.
She will get even.
She will
and
get
it
even.
will be immediate and traumatizing.
I will paddle you in the middle of this Macy's. So help me. Everyone around you is going to see the mole on your behind. When you're sick as a dog but still have to feed your kids breakfast in the morning. Yep. Yep.
The most important meal of the day.
I
I
love
that was a SpongeBob quote too.
I love this meme in general just because I love Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, she skipped both of her naps today. Me. I'm in danger.
So our youngest is starting to hit that phase where she is like growing out of naps, but not quite to the point where she can do it without being an absolute crab for the rest of the evening. Not my favorite phase, let me just say that. Not my favorite. Yeah, moms don't get sick days. It's true. Moms do not get sick days. Yeah, super crab Clover. Crabby kids. Husband, how are the kids today?
Crap battle.
Didn't we have another Daenerys meme too? I love how both Daenerys
did.
and Julia Roberts have made multiple appearances in these memes.
They got that mom energy.
I'm all for it. Yeah. In this case, she's just absolutely roasted, and she's had enough of your crap.
Mm-hmm. Kids got into the markers.
This is our last one. I saved this one for last because I don't know what it is, but this one cracks me up. What's it like to work from home with kids?
You want to play a game?
He's just riding on his little tricycle. You want to play a game? Like it's just not gonna end well. It's just not gonna end well at all. It's funny because I work in the basement where I'm sitting right now. This is my workstation for work. And every once in a while, I'll hear some thumping upstairs, and I have to go quiet for a second. First, to check and make sure that my kid didn't die, and then second, it's did these people that I'm on this conference call with just hear that, or can they hear the screaming that's coming from upstairs? And so yeah, this I don't know. This is hilarious to me. This meme, I would laugh so hard if this actually happened in real life.
Speaking of sounds.
Are your spiders doing something?
Oh no.
Oh,
I was just trying to make a really weird segue into our next section.
oh.
But, that's
Yes.
cool too, I guess.
Oh no, that's a good segment. That's a good segue. Sorry, I blew it. Here, let me switch screens.
Oh, I blew it.
So that's the visual component of our tribute to mothers. Now time for the auditory component with a little game that we like to call What Just Happened? Based on these sounds. Yeah. Speaking of how I'm bad at segues, I'm a big fan of George Carlin because George Carlin never had segues. He just moved on to the next bit, and he even talks about that too in some of his. He's like, I don't have transition material. I just end the joke and I move on to the next one. But let me pull up some sounds here. We're gonna listen to some sounds, and I'm gonna pause the pretzel rocks here so we can hear the sounds. So we're gonna hear some sounds. And what we want you as chat to do is give us the worst case scenario of what has just happened based on the sound that you hear. So here's our very first one. You ready? Here we go. Ready, Dr. M? Let's do this.
I'm doing that.
I'll play that one more
Yep.
time. Here we go.
Okay.
Nope. Why is it not playing? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Here we go. What just happened?
Clover seems to think she knows this one.
Timmy says someone ripped off a doorstop. Very possible. Worst case scenario. You've got kids. Picture, if you don't have kids, picture you've got kids. And you just heard that sound. What's the worst thing that could have just happened? Some kids flipped the doorstop. Yep. Very possible. When I first heard that, before I realized that it is actually a doorstop sound, by the way, when I first heard that, and it's mostly because my kids tend to do this when we're sitting at the dinner table, they'll rip a fart, but it's like one of those like undulating farts where it's just like a wave fart where it's like, and so it kind of sounds like that. It's like a machine gun. And so that was what I thought at first. It was like, this kid has just browned their trousers in the middle of my house and is probably just gonna like smear it everywhere.
When you let out a fart, but your cheeks are just taut enough that only little bits of air escape at a time.
Yeah, 100%. Wood floor about to crack and give way. Yeah, 100%. All right, let's take a look at the next one. You ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Sounds wet.
So what's the worst case scenario, you hear that sound. Yeah, someone got into the dog food and it wasn't a dog. Yep. Yep. Now, I don't have a pet, unfortunately. I would love to have a dog one day. One day I'll get a dog.
Eating Legos. Sorry.
Oh, eating Legos. Oh, man. I thought stepping on Legos was bad. Eating Legos.
Kids got into the chocolate stash. Oh no.
Yes, that would be terrible.
Also, welcome in Kashmir. Oh, the chocolate.
Child ripping open all the condoms in the box they found in your room.
Okay.
Yeah, kids eating the dog treats, the dog kibble. Yeah, that would be so gross.
Mhm,
One of these
mhm.
Bean Boozles is actually dog food flavor, and it's one of my least favorite ones. It's so bad. Kids found chips and yogurt. Yeah, 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 yeah. Or all the tampons. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Nope.
Nope. All right, next audio clip. Here we go.
Next audio clip it is.
Overflowing toilet. Yep, that would be bad. Yeah, overflow. Yeah, keys. Oh, keys. Get your car keys down there. That's bad news bears.
Keys was my first thought, Rockety.
Yeah, keys. Oh, your phone. Phone would also be bad. Yeah, toilet
Mhm.
overflow. Oh man, especially like, so our youngest is in the process of getting toilet trained too,
Ooh.
and has a tendency to just grab like just huge wads of toilet paper. Luckily, she's not, like she doesn't plug the toilet yet with it, but I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one of these days where she just jams so much of it in there that it's actually gonna clog the toilet. Say goodbye to your keys, a rubber duck, and the money you didn't want to spend on busted pipes. That reminds me. Did anyone here watch Tiny Toon Adventures as a kid? It's like the Muppet Babies version of
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Mhm.
With Plucky. Plucky was like the baby version of Daffy Duck, and remember Ducky go down the hole when he's like that one episode where he's just flushing everything down the toilet.
Everything.
Flashlight go down the hole. Like I can't remember everything he flushes it down the toilet, but.
I think it was a watch or something at some point too.
Right? Yeah, down the hole. Oh man, I gotta go watch that episode again.
Spider update, Clover. I think I can see one of the legs peeking out from behind one of my pictures, but I'm not sure if that's the spider or if it's just my brain telling me it is. There's your update.
What sort of things do small children commonly flush? I mean, so toilet paper is one, which is good. I mean, toilet paper belongs in the toilet, except that they tend to put a lot of it in there. Toys, yeah, toys is a big one.
Oh yeah.
Bath toys in particular, like they'll go get bath toys and drop them in the toilet because water's water, right?
Or depending on the angle of where your toilet paper is, sometimes they'll dip the tip in the water and then flush and then watch the roll spin.
Yeah, rubber ducky jewelry. Yeah, like really anything they can get their little hands on. Oh, Clover. I was thinking it.
I knew it the way that I phrased it.
Yeah.
Hey, phrasing!
Yeah.
Just the tip gets wet, and then it all gets wet.
Yeah, anything and everything that can go in a toilet will probably go in the toilet at some point with a kid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready for this next one? Here we go.
Let's do it.
Not good. Not good. One more time here. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit. That was loud.
Okay. All right.
Baseball through the window. Yeah. Wow. 2 people. Baseball through the window. Is this a common one? Actually, that does make
Grandma's
sense.
ashes.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah, that would be bad news.
I was gonna say Mr. Glass as a kid from the movie Unbreakable falls down the stairs.
Oh man, what a movie! Whoops, I dropped Grandma. Ooh. Me and my cousins playing outside. Yeah, vase or vase, depending on how you choose to pronounce that. Grandma's irreplaceable china. Yeah, 100%. I don't know that
All of these.
I don't think we ever broke a window, Ram.
No, our youngest sister threw a chicken wing against the neighbor's window once, but I think that's about as close as any of us really got.
I don't know that I was there for that.
Yeah, it was one of those family barbecues, and her and some other kid went off and they threw chicken wings at the neighbor's window.
Why do I not remember that? I don't remember that.
Yep.
Wild. Of all the things that throw out your neighbor's window, chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Mom, you lied. I don't see Grandma in the jar. That's probably how it would go too. It'd be super innocent, super innocuous. They're like, I want to see Grandma. Mom said Grandma's in the jar, so let me go get the jar and open it up so I can talk to Grandma. And then they come to you and they're like, Mom, why is there just vacuum stuff in this jar?
I made a sandcastle.
Yeah. Why is it full of sand? Yuck. Here we go. Chocolate milk mix. Oh, that's quick powder. Ooh. Hey, Stella, welcome in. I was 5. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Wangs.
So Stella, right now we are doing some auditory sounds here and talking about worst case scenario being a parent of a child of what has probably just happened based on the sound that you're hearing. So here's our next one here.
The next one's a little quiet. So.
This is a little quiet. Let me turn up the volume here, and we'll play this next one. Here we go. This one's a little tricky. To be honest to me, it sounds a little bit like a budgie. Yeah, it's true.
Fingers
Rush.
on glass.
I was probably trying to eat all the hot wings. Yeah, markers on walls. Yeah. Oh, Blue's got it.
Markers on walls.
Markers on walls. So that is the sound clip. So I was really fortunate that my oldest was not really the kind of child to draw on the walls. But not even 2 days ago, actually, I think it was yesterday, my youngest drew on the walls with crayon. And I was like, "You got to be kidding!" And she like looked at us as she was doing it. It was like, kids, man, kids. Yeah, sounds like the background noise in Phasmophobia. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
It's a power move.
Rockety says, "Little brother in the dryer." Yeah, there is a bit of like static in there too. That definitely sounds a little bit like a dryer. Yeah, magic eraser. Yeah, we did have a magic eraser, and we made her clean it off. She was not happy. She was very mad that we were making her use the magic eraser, especially because we just shouted at her for drawing on the walls. But yeah, she had to rub it off with the magic eraser. Yeah, she was super upset when she got caught. Yeah, that's how they learn. They got to learn.
It is true. Yeah, it might take paint with it though. Yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty careful. Like we just tried to be gentle with it, but yeah. I drew on the wall behind the couch so I wouldn't get caught. I got caught. But next time I was smart and used an invisible ink pen that had a UV light. Oh man.
See, that's when you move out of the house and then you're like, whoever moves into the house later on like decides to have like a party or something and they got black light out for Halloween and they see like all of these weird drawings all over the walls.
It says red rum. It says red rum on the wall. That would be actually really funny. Could you imagine? That'd be, oh man. That would be really funny to do, especially like if you're selling your house. Say you live near a university. I know this is going to be like a really specific example, but say you live like near a university and you're selling your house and the person buying your house is just going to turn it into a frat house where they're probably going to be throwing like blacklight parties and stuff. Then just like find one room and just write red rum everywhere in like invisible ink.
Don't eat the salsa. Don't eat the salsa. Don't eat the salsa. Don't eat the salsa.
Kevin poisoned the coffee. The CSI had the weirdest murder investigation.
Just random warnings, Stella. Absolutely.
Trent Pyrochild here. I can vouch for that. Speaking as someone who had many fireworks excursions with Trent as teenagers, I can vouch for that 110%.
We actually have those fireworks excursions on video.
We do.
Actually, aptly named in a film that we made called "Please Don't Tell My Mom."
Also true. We'll have to play that on stream one of these days. We thought about it like super last minute. We thought about doing it tonight, but it was too late to try and dig it out and find it. But we'll find it. We'll play it on one of the streams. Oh yeah, we'll play it. We'll have to find some way to get around the audio because there's definitely going to be stuff that would be DMCA'd. Because this was like early 2000s, so of course the background music is Linkin Park, and what was the other one? Wasn't it
Smash Mouth's "Why Can't We Be Friends"?
Yeah, Smash Mouth's rendition of "Why Can't We Be Friends." So
yeah,
it's an interesting video. I'll say that. Yeah. My brother and I made a fire in the backyard, put a large metal bowl on it, and cooked pineapple slices. Hey, I like that. I like that. I like that idea.
Please don't tell my mom is a masterpiece.
It is.
It is for true.
We need to film the sequel. Once the pandemic is over and we can actually hang out in person again, we need to film a sequel.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm all for that. All right, let's grab our next audio clip here.
Okay.
It's a short one.
Hmm.
Your bro was in our Golden Hornet pipe bomb video.
I was?
You were, apparently.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Golden Hornet pipe bomb video. That sounds so familiar.
So while Ram is racking his mind trying to think of what videos he's been in his life.
Was that the one where we had the monkey with the symbols as our trigger switch for? I probably shouldn't talk too much about that, but
Start doxing yourself on stream. So we got a few guesses on this sound clip. Wallpaper being ripped, toy in the toilet, torn paper, paper tear, yeah, taxes. Oh man, I would be so choked. So when we were growing up, whenever it was tax season, it was the one time a year that we would go to Chuck E. Cheese. My mom, speaking of Mother's Day, my mom would take us to Chuck E. Cheese. So that way we would be out of our dad's hair while he did the taxes. So that was our annual pilgrimage to Chuck E. Cheese was during tax season, and probably at least in part, so that way we wouldn't like get a hold of the papers and rip them up. Yeah.
Brew.
Yeah. Bad news bears. All right. we've got 4 more here. So let's get to the next one here. I am going to turn the volume down a little bit on this one because I know this one's going to be crazy loud.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. Worst case scenario, what just happened? You are a parent, you're in a different room, and you heard that. Murder, says Glor. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Oh, Dr. Rush sounds like skates on ice.
Your kid's playing video games, the house is getting broken into, but the kid doesn't want to stop playing.
Probably also true. Yeah, there's a spider. That's valid.
Oh, I see the spider now. We're back in business.
But what about
It's
the other
chilling
one?
on the corner of my picture? I don't know. I think the other one's still in the drinking horn.
So you're burning the
Let me,
drinking
hold
horn,
on.
is what I'm
Let me see
hearing.
if I can take a picture of it here. I can show you on stream.
All right, you get that spider. Your kids found your playlist on Netflix. Yikes. One kid is holding their finger 2 millimeters from their sibling's nose, saying, "Not touching, can't get mad." Oh, man.
So I don't know if you can see it in the photo here.
Which spot is it?
If I
I
gotta-
see. Hold on. No, go more to your left.
This way? This
Yeah,
way?
yeah, that way. Keep going. Oh, I see it. It's that little smudge right in the middle.
That's the one.
That's the spider. Blue
Yeah,
says,
it's moving too. Yeah, it's about the size of my thumb-ish, about that big.
"Oh, that's a good
It's
size."
moving. Yeah, it's going behind the picture. It knows I see it.
One child is spontaneously combusting, the other is screaming with the gas canister in hand. Makes me think of Sid from Toy Story when he's like cackling as he's lighting that barbecue and melting the toys.
Oh, yeah.
That is not a happy child.
Have a good lurk, Timmy.
Hey, Timmy, thank you for the lurk, man. Appreciate it.
I'm going to see if I can catch it in a bottle. It seems to be having a hard time on my wall. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. I'm going to play the next
Be
sound
right
clip.
back. Keep
I'm
doing
gonna-
the sounds. Keep doing the sounds.
I'll play the next sound clip for our friends here. Let me readjust the volume again on this one. And here's our next clip.
Come here, little guy. Come here. All right. Don't jump at me. Don't you jump at me. Don't you jump at me. Whoa, don't you jump at me. No.
Well, Ram's
Where'd
dead.
you go?
Rest in peace, everyone.
Where did you go?
How is he so calm still?
I don't know where you went.
Well, I mean, most spiders where we live are not actually poisonous. Blue getting auto-modded. I am baffled at why auto-mod is even here. I don't have auto-mod turned on.
Jeez.
Oh, don't die. Don't die, Ram. We need you. Yeah, heck. I come.
Back. I can see you.
Okay, yeah, we're
I
gonna
can't get him anymore.
That last clip is your sister screaming when you boy scared with a spider. Yeah. Yeah, pants down, the child is free. Rush has got it. 100%. It's the kid peeing everywhere. So we'll play it one more time. Here we go. One more time.
All right.
Venomous, right? Venomous, not poisonous. Venomous. Very. That's a good distinction. Spiders are venomous, not poisonous. That is the proper nomenclature.
Yeah. Poisonous is if you consume it. Venomous is if it
Is injected
injects
into you.
into you.
Yes.
It's on the ground now somewhere. It it tried to make a jump while I was trying to get it in the bottle.
Yeah. You eat poison, venom eats you. There you go. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. The vomit won't stop. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so PTSD flashback time. So this was probably, I don't know, a year and a half ago. My oldest daughter was complaining a little bit of tummy troubles when she went to bed, but you know, like most kids are, they typically are hypochondriacs, and so I didn't think much of it. And in the middle of the night, my wife had just left to go to work. She was working a night shift. She had only been gone maybe an hour. And I hear her kind of crying in the room, and I go in there to find that she has vomited everywhere. And she's in a bunk bed. She's on the top bunk. Luckily, my youngest was not on the bottom bunk yet. She was still too small. We hadn't moved her underneath yet, so it was just toys and stuff underneath. But she had puked everywhere. It was all over in her bed. It was all over in her hair. It was like dripping down the side of the bunk bed. And it was basically that sound. And I was like, oh man. It took me probably an hour and a half to get her all cleaned up, to get the bed all cleaned up, to get like all the sheets off, put them in the wash, get her new sheets. And the entire time she still doesn't feel super great. So I put her in our bed, gave her just like a really large Tupperware bowl. And I said, if you have to puke, please do it in this. Do not puke in our bed too. Because otherwise that is going to be really bad news bears. Yeah, that's my children puke story. Yeah.
Right on. My childhood puke story was I woke up in the middle of the night, projectile vomited grape juice all over the wall, and promptly went back to sleep. The end.
There you go. Venomous, it bites you, you die. Poisonous, you bite it, you die. Voodoo, it bites itself, you die. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Puked all over yourself in a sleeping bag. Ugh. Yeah, puke is not my favorite thing.
Anyways, more about these sounds.
Yeah. All right, we got two more here. Here we go. Two more. It's a short one. Play one more time. Here we go. That's the sound of the younger sibling dying.
That's the sound of the older sibling jumping from the top rope.
Give him the old people's elbow. Just start sharpening it, and then bam, one of those. Yeah, oldest dropping the youngest off the kitchen cupboard. Yep. I don't have vomit stories as a kid, but I had chronic nosebleeds. I pity my parents walking into my room then. Oh man. Yeah, nosebleeds are pretty crazy too. I mean, given the choice, I would rather deal with a nose bleeding child than a vomiting child, but it's still not ideal, especially because there's not a lot that you can do sometimes to stop the nosebleed. Like it's going to stop when it stops, you know what I mean?
True.
That was
Sorry, I'm still like trying to eagle eye this spider that's now on the ground somewhere.
Kazmer says that was Dr. Rush pushing me off the top bunk, leading to stitches. Ooh, not ideal. Bookshelf on the child. Yep. The sound is the reason I wasn't allowed on the top bunk. You deserve them all. Can confirm the San Diego story. Wait, the San Diego story. Did I miss something? Did I miss a San Diego story?
San Diego.
I have chronic scratches on my nose. I'm not a fan. Oh, that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. Did I miss the San Diego story? Hold on, I'm just scrolling through chat. I feel like I missed. Oh, and then Clover gets auto-modded. Puts it in there anyways. You get an auto-mod and you get an auto-mod. Seriously.
It's a whale's vagina.
All right, here's our last sound of the evening. Is everyone ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Oof.
And that is
That
the
sound, though.
scariest. That is the scariest sound that you'll ever hear as a parent.
Mhm.
And that
One more
sound.
time. One more time. Yep. Still just as scary as the first time.
Yep. Silence. Dead silence. And if you have kids and you hear nothing at all, and it's been a little while, you best go
Someone's
check
dead.
on them because someone's dead, something is broken, or someone is locked in a freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So we got two more things we're gonna do here for the episode. Normally we save the tier maker for the very end. We're actually gonna do it right now. So let me flip screens here.
Flip it up.
I just looked over my shoulder. I'm 1,000 kilometers north of home. Yeah. Check to make sure that the kids are okay.
Oh yeah, even as like a pet owner for sure, even with it being quiet.
Very
Absolutely.
true. Very true. Okay, so let me turn off the slideshow. Oh man, it still cracks me up. And let's get the tier maker going here. And where is my tier list? Here we go. So our tier list for this evening, and I had to shorten the title because it wouldn't let me type it all in. So we're looking actually at this one here in the description. Which of these TV/movie moms would you be least embarrassed to have you drop or to have drop you off right in front of your school? All my mom could hear is my siblings and I climb the hallway walls and watch the family from above. Oh yeah, we used to do that too.
We used to do that all the time.
Yeah, you like take off your socks and then you just like mantle up the wall and you just like perch yourself there, and then you're just like a drop bear and just drop on people when they least expect it.
We talked about drop bears in an earlier episode too.
Look at all these callbacks. It was so much fun.
The other challenge was trying to go up the stairs without going up the stairs.
Yep. 100%. All right.
Welcome back to me.
Welcome. So we are now talking about, look, sorry, it's all good, dude. It's all good. So we are now talking about, we're doing the tier list. Your perfect timing here, Timmy. We're into the tier list. We are talking about which of these TV or movie moms would you be least embarrassed to have drop you off right in front of your school. First up, so some of you may recognize who this is. Some of you may not.
This is a story about this lady. I don't know where I was going with this.
This is Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch. This show's a little bit before my time, but she is probably one of the most like quintessential, I think, TV moms probably in history, I would say. And so we have to put her on the list. But what do we think? Who here is familiar with the Brady Bunch and remembers Carol Brady? I don't want to like age gate anybody in chat.
Apparently we don't have Lorelai Gilmore, and now
Is that
Icelandic Theater Geek is upset.
is that from Gilmore Girls? Because if I'm
Yes,
being
that is
honest,
the mom from Gilmore Girls.
I have not seen Gilmore Girls, and so I didn't even think about it. Don't hate me.
Fair.
Timmy says start her as a B. And now Joss is also mad that there's no Lorelai. I'm sorry. I never watched Gilmore Girls. I didn't even know that Lorelai was a thing.
Or a woman.
Yeah.
Or a mother.
Yeah, Blue, we could not miss Morticia. Morticia Addams was going to be is a staple as well. So I think I'm okay with, let's put her in as a B for now, maybe. At least as a starting point, we can move her around. I think Timmy makes a very good point. B for Brady. Now, this next one, though, I think honestly is probably going to be a good candidate for S tier because probably one of like the coolest TV or movie moms in my mind. And this is Chicha from Emperor's New Groove. If you haven't seen Emperor's New Groove, do yourself a favor, go watch Emperor's New Groove. Chicha is like top tier. And so, yes, the meme. Yes. These hills sing. Yeah. I'm thinking S tier.
I'm thinking S
Is
tier.
Is anyone have any argument other than
Yeah.
S tier? I think she's S tier.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like one of the coolest moms I think that's on this list. 100%. I don't think it's even a discussion. She's S tier.
Nah, she's S tier.
Okay, next. So this is from Modern Family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is Claire, I think. Claire Dunphy. I think her first name's Claire.
Not to be mistaken with Claire Danes,
No. Or Paul Dunphy.
the weatherman.
That's a bit of a meta joke for anyone who actually lives near Ram and I.
Where we live. Paul Dunphy and his little mustache. Anyways.
So Claire, and actually hold on. Let me turn the pretzel back on. That way we get some get some Toonskis in the background.
Yeah, pretzels.
So they are a little wacky, yeah. Definitely a little wacky. She tries hard, but definitely has her hit and miss moments. So I would agree that I think she kind of fits in B tier, not at the top, definitely not at the bottom, very middling. I think.
All right.
Any thoughts there on that one?
I'm inclined to agree. I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Modern Family. It's one of those shows that I haven't watched out of disinterest. It's just one of those shows I haven't watched.
That's fair.
I'm going back through The Office for like the 17th time, but I just don't have time for Modern Family.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So me personally, I would probably put her ahead of Carol Brady. Chat, feel free to disagree with me if you want. But I think, at least for now, I think that's probably where she belongs. So, we'll put her there.
All right.
All right, next, the mother of dragons herself, Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. What are we thinking?
Daenerys, Target, Walmart. I have only seen Game of Thrones up to season 4 because I was told not to watch beyond that because it gets worse. But what I have learned about Daenerys is she's very, very feisty, very headstrong in the first half of the show, at least. And I mean, you got to give it to her. She doesn't necessarily have any children that she raises through to. I was going to say raises through to completion. I don't think that's probably the right term.
You're
But
complete.
she does have dragons.
Be gone. So Timmy has a question. Timmy has a clarifying question. Are we talking about Dany when she's like basically still a teenage girl, or is she like older Dany and is dropping you off to school on a dragon? I would be inclined to say the latter of the two because
I would be inclined to say the latter.
I think for the majority of the series she was kind of in that role. So I would say yes.
I would be okay with getting dropped off to school on a dragon.
Yeah. A tier
But-
because dragons are difficult to raise. Okay, so we have a vote for A tier.
I'm kind of leaning A tier as well.
She'd probably kill everyone who looked at her funny. Yeah, I mean, this is assuming that she doesn't like burn your school to the ground.
Mom, park the dragon 2 blocks away. I told you.
So we have a vote for A tier. Any other thoughts? Any other suggestions? I'm cool with A tier personally.
I'm taking A tier. I'm taking it.
I think she does she'll do a good job for the most part. I think that there are a few quirks that might be maybe prevent her from being S tier. She's definitely not like Chicha cool.
No.
So
It's not necessarily that I wouldn't be embarrassed, but for Chicha, I would be like, I would want Chicha to drive me to school.
right, Chicha's just cool. Chicha's just cool. Next, the quintessential Pixar mom herself,
Helen Parr.
Miss Helen Parr, aka Elastigirl. Timmy says S, top of the list. We have another vote for S. Okay. Now why? Why top of the list here?
Not
Everyone's-
why, S.
the bike. That is a very cool bike.
I hadn't considered method of transportation.
And actually that is a very good point. Because I think part of the embarrassment could come from the family vehicle. If are you getting dropped off in a Ford Taurus?
Or a llama.
Or a llama? Right?
Oh. And there it is.
What?
Do you see what I see?
Oh, I do see what you see. We are going to take
that time.
a quick pause here. Let me switch the screen. We have have a request for "Oh Canada." So let me pause the
Yes.
music here. Let me pause the music here. Hold on. I gotta get something here. I should have had this ready. Hold on, give me a minute. You can't
Alright.
see what I'm doing off screen here. It looks very awkward, but
Hold on, I gotta do something too.
yeah, okay.
No, I'm kidding. I really don't.
Yeah,
It's-
respectful silence. Here we go. We are now going to this is another worst case scenario noise. No, this is not another worst case scenario noise. We are now going to have the Canadian national anthem as requested by Timmy the Spork. You may stand if you wish. I would stand, except that you're not going to see us on camera anymore. But
True.
please join us in the Canadian national anthem. Here we go. Thank you. And thank you for that redemption, Timmy.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. I'm glad you love the mouth guard chewing. It was something I thought of from the last time that we did it. I was like, if I'm the hockey player, I have to have the mouth guard. Officially Pants, thank you for that follow. Holy crap, we have a raid as well. Pondering Minds coming in with a
hot
party
baby.
of 9. Holy smokes. Welcome in, Raiders. You just
Hello.
missed the Canadian national anthem, or maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. Poppin' Buckets, welcome in. Thank you for that follow as well. How was your stream? What were you doing? You're doing some just chatting. Awesome. That is awesome. That is good stuff. We were in the middle of doing a little bit of tier
Poppin'.
maker lists. So let's get back to that.
Yeah. So for those of you who've just rated, we are doing a special Mother's Day episode of It's Just Called Two Brothers. We've discussed a lot of mom memes. We've gone through a lot of different sounds that a mom might hear throughout the day and tried to decipher who they were and what they sounded like. And we're now going through a tier list of mothers who you would be least or most embarrassed by having them drop you off at school.
So we have
So
four.
Yeah, sorry.
No, proceed.
S tier would be least embarrassed to be dropped off at school by, and D, of course, being most embarrassed by.
Awesome. Doing a little chat therapy tonight. Oh, that's awesome, Pondering Minds. Heck yeah. Love to see that.
I'm doing well, Justice. How are you?
Right? Now this is something to tier list. So a couple of things, so we're figuring this out as we go. A couple of things that just popped up as well as we were doing this is not only is it the person, but maybe it's also the method of travel. You know, are we talking about mom pulling up in like a beat up station wagon, or mom pulling up in maybe a Porsche, or maybe in Jane Jetson's case, like a cool futuristic space car, right?
Or a llama.
Or a llama in the case of Chicha, who is Pacha's wife from Emperor's New Groove.
Hey, it's Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The poison for Cusco. The poison specifically made to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Goes poison. Didn't even like my spinach puffs.
And this is Kiwi's favorite mom right here that we're just about to talk about. Helen Parr, aka Elastigirl. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Would you be embarrassed? We have a couple people that said S tier. And so we were just getting into why they say S tier. So this is where the vehicle came up. They said, oh, well, she's got a rockin' bike. So that's pretty good. Let me turn the music back on here too. What else are we feeling? I mean, I could agree. I could agree with S tier.
I would say either high A or low S, but I'm leaning low S. Definitely.
She could
And
parachute
the only
you
reason I
in.
say low S is because not necessarily like the method of transportation or anything like that, but I feel like she would be one of those moms that would gush as she drops you off. And I know that not all kids are into having their mom, gush out the window or yell after you, oh, I love you so much, can't wait to see you when you get home, kind of thing,
Make good choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. She's the kind of parent who would embarrass their kid on purpose. Oh, 100%. Especially if she realizes that that's what's going on and that you're embarrassed. She's going to milk it. So I would almost maybe say A tier personally. I'm just
It would
thinking.
be like a high A.
High A. Above Danny, you think?
Oh, easily. Yeah, that's
Okay.
not even a question for me.
Okay. I can go with that. Do we go to chat? Chat, what do you guys think? High A above Danny? What are our thoughts here?
Be brave, be you.
Joss says A tier. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I can agree with that. I can agree A tier above Danny. Come on. There we go. High A. Okay. High A it is. High A it is.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but she would embarrass you on purpose.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I would give her S, but I also haven't seen New Groove, so I have some don't have to remember. Timmy, you got to go watch Emperor's New Groove. It is S
Choice.
tier among Disney films.
Choice.
Very choice. All right, next up, Miss Jane Jetson.
Jane,
Now,
his wife.
it's been a while. It's been a while since I've watched the show.
Been a while. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing the music now.
It has been a while. I don't recall her being overly embarrassing as a mom. That said, I do
I don't
remember
either.
I do remember Jane, which is the oldest daughter, always being embarrassed by her parents. But I don't know if that was just more a factor of her being like a teenager versus mom actually being embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
Daughters, was
'Cause
that
there's a
Trudy?
difference.
I
Judy.
remember what the daughters.
Judy.
Judy, thank you.
Judy, and then
Yeah, yeah,
Elroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying car. Flying car puts her up there. That flying car is pretty cool.
Definitely.
Especially if you're talking in the context of today. Like, could you imagine just pulling up to high school in a flying car? It's pretty cool. Very cool. Just saying.
And I feel like that was more just that was Jane's character, was the angsty sort of teen kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put any blame on Jane for sure.
Sorry, Judy, you mean. Jane is
Yes.
the mom. Yeah.
Wait, no, I said yeah. I wouldn't put any hate on Jane for Judy's actions.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
You're mixing me up now.
She
I'm
always,
having to juggle, keeping an eye out for spiders and trying to remember who's who.
she always seemed kind of out of touch. I mean, that's fair, but does that make her embarrassing? It depends, I guess. I don't know if I would consider her S tier per se, because I don't know that she's necessarily like the cool mom either.
Maybe
But-
Timmy. Maybe.
Personally, I think that she would maybe fits maybe in between Elastigirl and Daenerys. Just my thought.
I could see that.
She seems like a let's go to the mall mom, and that's cool. That's a fair point, Joss. That is a very fair point. Didn't they go to school with their own jetpacks? That would mean being dropped off by her would be super embarrassing. Also fair.
I guess, given context, hey.
Tina, I'm really gonna put my girl Danny at A and not S tier. I mean, she is a bit of a psychopath. Just saying. Rockety says bottom A. Yeah, having to be dropped off in a
I'm
society like that
thinking,
seems
yeah,
weird.
either high B or bottom A. I'm with Rockety on that one.
Okay, you know what? Let's do our poll. Let's do our very first poll of the night here for
All
chat.
right.
Let me grab my poll here.
Heyo.
Heyo. Wait, what?
That's what she said.
uh,
Hey, phrasing!
okay, so here we go. What am I writing? Jane Jetson. Jane Jetson. So we've got high A. So we'll say high A. We'll say middle A, which would mean that she's right in between Elastigirl and Daenerys. Or low A. I don't think I have anyone that's saying B or anything here, so I think that this is
I said
probably
high
good.
B.
Oh, you said high B? Okay.
I said high B.
Yeah, I'll throw it on the list. I'll throw it on the list.
Put it on the list.
All right, let's start the poll. So the poll is up. You've got a minute to vote. And let's see what chat feels about Jane Jetson. Where does she belong?
Jane, Jane's wife. And then it is the chopsticks right in the middle of the theme song.
Well, actually, we've got a lot of people that feel the high B on that one.
Yeah.
That is surprising.
Well, hot diggity. Oh, and it's taken off.
All right. We got about 20-ish seconds left here, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be high B.
She had moxie, but
She did.
it's a matter of whether that moxie translates to being dropped off at school by her.
Personally, I don't.
Moxie.
Looking at some of the other people on this list, I would hands down take Jane Jetson over probably half of the people on this list.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Well,
that's
actually,
the thing
you know
is,
what?
being
Maybe-
high B would make her more than half.
Yeah, that is true. That is fair. And high B is the prevailing vote here, so high B it is. Chat has spoken. Next one is definitely a C or a D. Yeah. So Kitty Foreman.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say C for Kitty for me.
Yeah, definitely super embarrassing. Definitely not the cool mom. So this is from That 70s Show. This is the mom from That 70s Show. Yeah, she's super funny. Don't get me wrong. She's a hilarious character. But if you put
That's
yourself
super embarrassing.
in the shoes of Eric Foreman, could you imagine being dropped off at school by Kitty? Eric's friends, they do love her, but at the same time, I don't think that they would want to be dropped off at school by her. So, Edmonton Ninja Turtle, this tier list is which of the following TV and movie moms would you be least embarrassed to have drop you off in front of your school? So we have a vote for D from Rockety. We've got C or D from Kashmir. C or D from Rob Steady. I think
It's gonna
this
be a
one
C for me.
it's gonna be a C for you. Honestly, like again, looking at some of the other names on this list, I think she might be D tier. Personally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay putting her in D tier. I just I'm looking down the line here, and there's other ones that I definitely would much rather not be driven by comparatively to Kitty.
Tina's still feeling
So it's more
slighted.
of like an advanced.
Tina's still feeling like we did Daenerys dirty. I
There's
can
always
appreciate
somebody
that.
in chat.
I can feel that. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in a poll. So we've got Kitty Foreman. I'm just gonna make this real easy. We're just gonna go C or D.
Fair.
Real easy vote here. Because I don't think anyone's gonna say B. Oh, actually, Josh says low B.
I
Oh,
was gonna say
we got-
Josh just said low B.
all right. Let me fix the
As
poll.
did- okay, hold
Okay,
on.
I'm gonna end the
Yeah.
poll. We're gonna redo it. I'll put low B in there. Of course, as soon as I hit start poll, we get people saying low B. All right, here we go. 3 options. You got 1 minute. Where do we want to put Kitty Foreman? Low B, C, or D? She might, and that's my opinion, Tina. Like, especially looking at the other ladies that are on this list, with the exception of maybe the mom from Malcolm in the Middle, Lois, and maybe Molly Weasley. Pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing, I think. Yeah, I love her, but yeah, like, she does have some pretty funny lines, though. All growing boys need Tang. We got a lot of people saying D right now.
Fair. Oh yeah, I should probably open that, shouldn't I? Oh,
Not Molly, don't you dare. I mean, again, a very lovable mom, but that's not what we're voting about here. We're voting about how embarrassing would they be dropping you off in front of your school. Don't you diss on Molly.
my actual mother drove me to high school in a white panel van with no back seat and no side window. So honestly, most of these moms are looking pretty great to me, says Azure.
Does she just like open the back and push you out as she drives past the school? Have a great day, sweetie.
Puts on the balaclava, pushes you out of the white van.
You're all tied up and stuff. You're like taped up to a chair. All right, so Chad has spoken. Kitty Foreman is going into D tier. Considering how she embarrassed Ron in the Great Hall for stealing the car, I imagine that wouldn't be so bad. But I mean, that's the point, right? Is if she's gonna do that, if she's gonna go that far to embarrass her kids, I mean, yes, in comparison, it's less embarrassing to have her drop you off in front of school. But I mean, you go watch the movies, the kids always run off into platform 9 3/4 before she
gets
does.
the chance to note.
And we're getting. I mean, we're not to Molly yet, so I don't want to jump too much into that. We're already talking about Molly, and she's like 7 people still down the list from where we are, 7 or 8.
The mother of Ben Swolo is up next.
Leia Organa. Yeah, S tier. I think S tier. 100% S tier. Leia is just cool.
I feel like she would be very force sensitive to know what your emotions would be while she was dropping you off, and so she would know it's like, okay, no, this isn't the day to embarrass them, you know.
Timmy says D because all the boys will have bikini pictures of her. Now, if you recall though, Jabba's skiff, and this might be me flying my nerd flag here, Jabba's skiff gets destroyed. Did anyone get off that skiff with photos?
R2D2.
I mean, who's gonna take the photos? Yeah, R2D2.
R2D2.
Snapping those pics to post on Insta later. She was a slave. She was a slave, but does anyone have photos of that? Just
That
saying.
they would admit to.
Just saying. Yeah. I mean, if we've got a lot of division here in chat, we might have to put this one to a poll too. I thought she was going to be S tier, but we've got a couple people saying D tier, which is like polar opposite.
I mean, I'm down for S tier. If I were to throw my personal hat in the ring, I would say S tier. I feel like for the same reasons as before, she's very force sensitive, and she would know.
So Justice is saying A tier. You know what? Let's poll it.
We're gonna pull it.
We're gonna poll it.
We just do SABCD.
Yeah, well, that's how we're just gonna put one of each of the tiers in here, and we're gonna poll it. Yeah, 2 words, Jedi Mom. I mean, how cool is that?
Jedi Mom, right?
She is a cool mom.
Who said D tier?
Blue's gonna start throwing fists. Hands. Merry Christmas.
Point on this chat. Who said D tier?
Tina, Wizard Mom, Dragon Mom, Jedi Mom.
It's called On-Site.
How are we looking? We're halfway through. We're halfway through for Leia's vote. We got most folks saying S. We do have 3 people dropping the D on Leia.
Ugh. Phrasing.
Hey, phrasing.
That I just like how it's like almost like a perfect like.
This is
Little
probably the most
slope, you know?
polarized vote we've ever had.
And nobody's B.
And it's wild to me because chat, and I guess we need to decide here. So chat has voted S tier.
Mm-hmm.
That said, it was very close to being D tier.
Mm-hmm. So if we just do another poll and just do it S and D and force those 3 people who voted for not S and D to re-vote.
But then the thing is too, if it's split right down the middle,
I guess there's more
where does
people
she
on
go?
A than on C though.
Do we average this? All right, I'll do a new poll. We'll just say S
right,
and D.
all right.
S and D are your choices. I'm throwing way too many A's here in Leia.
Leia.
Yeah.
It's like you're driving on a gravel road while typing the name.
We could average it and put it in B.
True.
Ranked tier voting, yeah.
And if this ties, we might have to do that. We'll do that. If it's more on S, it's
If
S.
it's-
If it's more, did you put S and A instead of S and D?
Ah, frig, did I? Yeah, A is meant to be D.
Rigged.
It's because I can't see her in D tier. It's my subconscious kicking in. I don't see her in anything less than A. I don't know that I can physically put her in anything less than A tier.
Fair.
I can't do it.
So are we pretending that A is D then?
We are.
Okay.
Again. Yeah. We lied. You don't get choices.
Dang split though.
Yeah. I think what we do here is we put her high A.
That's fair.
Personally. Chat, what do you feel? High A? Are we okay with high A? Denied. We're flipping tables. Tina, no. Poll said S.
I didn't think that this was going to be the one that we had the hot button topic over.
Right? It's Cinderella all over again.
Cinderella is Ralph Macchio.
Low S or nothing. I mean,
I still feel like we did Cinderella dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
Chat has voted S twice.
True.
We'll come back to it. I'm gonna put her low S for now because that's what chat has said. We will revisit it. I personally think she belongs in S. I think she belongs in S, but I can see the argument for maybe A tier. Mm-hmm. I don't see an argument for less than A tier. Honestly, I think all you Ds are crazy. That's just me. No offense, but I think you're crazy. All right, Tina doesn't have to burn me at the stake now. Yeah. All right, next up we have Lois Griffin.
C.
Who actually has like 5 children. Peter, Meg, Chris, Stewie, and Brian. She's a mom of 5 children.
I would say C.
F tier. F isn't even on the list. Everyone's saying F. Or maybe it's F's in chat for being a mom of 5.
It's like there is no F column.
Yeah. Peter, I know you're in here. I know I am, Lois, but where? So we got a few people saying C, a few people saying D, a lot of people saying F, which isn't even an option. Low D. Do you think that Lois Griffin is more embarrassing than Kitty Foreman?
Personally, yes.
Okay.
But I said C for Kitty Foreman before as well.
That's fair. Yeah,
But,
number of children does not a good mother make. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
For me, Lois strikes me as, again, that type of mom who would like do the whole like embarrassing doting thing. But at the same time, Peter's probably also either in the passenger seat or in the back seat, either plastered or doing something embarrassing while she's pulling up to the school anyways, because she wouldn't trust him at home.
Okay.
So it's more embarrassing by association as well for her, I think.
Blue says I'd sooner go back to the panel then. All right, I think Chad is very overwhelmingly telling us that she belongs in the bottom tier. I will put her there.
Fair.
Justice says I think that Maria from Sound and Music was cool and let them play and have fun, so she is an A. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't disagree with you. Mm-hmm. We'll get there. Another person that I think is a very good candidate for D tier. Another Lois. It's the name. If your name is Lois, you're going to be in the D tier. So this is from Malcolm in the Middle. So this is Lois Wilkerson.
Wilkerson, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely super high strung. Very high strung mom. Her kids are the true nightmare, but she's no Peach herself. She's also a bit of a psycho.
I feel like she would yell at the window back at you. It's just like like not necessarily like an I love you, but more of like a, and if you skip class again this time, I'm gonna tan your hide kind of like shout,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, very shrill woman. Yeah. I feel exhausted for her. I mean, that's fair. You have to wonder how much of it is nature versus nurture, but in reverse, right? Like we talk about kids and like, oh, this kid is a bad egg, right? Is it their parents' fault or is the kid just, born that way? And I think there's a bit of the reverse too, right? Is that Lois is just inherently a bad mom? Or is it because she's got psychopaths for kids and started out with good intentions and then just went off the rails because of her kids? You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
But again, we're not talking about whether or not she's a good mom. We're talking about whether or not she's embarrassing. She's the screams embarrassing things because you didn't do your chores type of mom. See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think she goes bottom of the list, personally. I think she goes
Vicious
D tier.
cycle.
I would,
Absolutely, Rob.
I would probably take Kitty Foreman over Lois.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
But I think that I would still take Lois over Lois.
Lois over Lois?
I would take Lois Wilkerson over Lois Griffin, I think.
Really?
Maybe.
I'm the other way around.
Actually, I take it back. I think you're right. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I immediately regret what I just said.
Yeah, I would definitely take Lois over Lois.
Yeah. She's pretty crazy, even on her own Destined Moon. Even when her kids aren't being absolute psychopaths, she's still pretty nuts.
Fun fact about the show, not to sort of take us off topic too much, but Frankie Muniz, who plays Malcolm in Malcolm in the Middle, does not remember acting in that show in any way, shape, or form.
Did he
because
get a concussion?
He got so many concussions playing football that he no longer remembers having acted in Malcolm in the Middle.
That is bananas.
Yeah, little fun fact for you.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She's a bad mom. Okay, you know what? We'll put this to a poll. Chat, you tell us. You tell us what you want. It's up there. I put low C, high D, and low D as your options. Personally, I think she goes low D. I think she goes bottom of the list, at least for what we've got right now. I think there's a couple other people that we're going to talk about tonight who are going to fall lower on that list. But I think that she's going to be right near that bottom.
yeah.
Oh man, I bet Jake Lloyd wishes he had that. I mean, you're not wrong.
Red the boy, blue his mother.
Oh man.
It was all a fever dream. Malcolm in the midlife crisis. Oh,
Isn't there
my
a
goodness.
fan theory that the whole thing is that Malcolm in the Middle, or is that a different show I'm thinking of, where the whole show is actually just a dream?
I think you're thinking of Lost.
I mean that too. You're not wrong. Okay, low D, very
Oh, Rugrats.
prevailing
Right.
vote. Rugrats. Okay. Yeah, all shows have that theory. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong there.
True.
All right. One of the funniest moms on this list, but maybe not going to score a high based on whether or not you find her to be embarrassing. Lucille Bluth. Joe, when I come back, I want that C word gone. I'll leave when I'm good and ready, thank you.
Here's some money. Go buy yourself a Star Wars.
I like Job more.
Arrested Development Justice Pirate.
Yeah, she's from Arrested Development, yeah. Come on, give him a banana. What could it cost? $10? Majorly embarrassing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking D tier for Lucille.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Super racist, super she'd be the kind of person who would probably not even drive you to the right school because she has no idea what school you go to.
She'd push you out of the car while it was still moving.
She's the kind of mom who would make you drive her to wherever she needs to go because she's too drunk to drive.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
you're 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, as funny of a character as she is, on the embarrassing scale, she's probably one of the worst moms on this list.
Yeah. See, and it's some of these characters again that I had in mind when I said I wanted Kitty in C tier, because now we're filling out D tier pretty
Yeah.
quick. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, and like we always do, when we kind of get to the halfway point and when we get to the end, we come back, we
True.
massage the list,
True.
we reevaluate. Hey, we've put a lot of people in one tier. Should we maybe move a couple of them up or move a couple of them down?
I was
And
gonna say this edition with Lucille does make it halfway.
Yeah. But I would agree. I think she goes right to the bottom of the list.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Yeah.
Also, welcome in, Trent. Good to see you.
Yeah. Next up, Mama Boucher from The Waterboy. Mama said crocodiles are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
No toothbrush.
Looks like Mama's wrong again. Honestly, I think D tier for me too. Again, a very funny character. I would not want her dropping me off at school. Not even a little bit.
Nope.
I had to go
Nope,
help your
nope,
grandma.
nope.
Hey, yeah, no sweat, dude. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
super overprotective.
For that reason, definitely justice. Absolutely.
Yeah. She'd be the kind of mom that's like shouting at you as you're trying to leave the car. Did you remember to put on clean underwear this morning? Come back.
was
I want to check.
literally about to
You
say
know what I
that
mean?
same thing.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
but I mean, if you remember from the movie, she kind of causes her kid's situation too, right? Like she over babies him to the point where he is incapable of being his own person. Yeah.
She'd probably like actually not even just like ask if he's wearing clean underwear, but ask if he's wearing the clean hand sewn underwear she made him.
Yeah, and we'll come and check. Like she'll walk into the school.
Yeah.
She'll walk into your classroom because she forgot to check before, and we'll just walk in and check you in the middle of class. Yeah, super helicopter mama. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Justice. She shows his pee spot on the sheets.
School is the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she hates school, so she would intentionally embarrass you to make you not want to be at school, so that way you'd stay home with her.
I would say just above Lucille, but below Lois.
I would agree.
But definitely B tier.
Yeah, I think she goes right here. Yeah, definitely worse than
Oh
Kitty.
yeah, absolutely worse than Kitty for sure. Edmonton.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly, none of these moms literally drive helicopters. I mean, the closest one is probably going to be Jane Jetson.
Or you know, if the Sound of Music, she spun her arms a little faster while they were outstretched. You know.
Yeah. Kid needs to move to either low B or high C. And
Well,
see,
that's true actually. Sarah
I
Connor
can
would.
get behind that. I can get behind that. I can see Kitty moving up to low C tier personally. Because, yeah, I'm gonna move her. I'm gonna move her up to low C tier. I think Kitty belongs in C tier. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
All right. How are we feeling so far? I know Tina has very, very strong opinions about where we put Daenerys Targaryen.
Dragon Mom.
Dragon Mom, Wizard Mom, I hate all of you. Well, then start your own tier list, Tina. No, I'm just kidding. This is our tier list. And then she subs. Thank you, Tina. Thank you for that resub. 6 months. Before I go to bed because I worked in too few hours. Danny and Mama Molly deserve S tier. Appreciate that. I very much appreciate that, Tina. Thank you for that resub. I still want to bump Elastigirl to S. And we can. When we get to the, you know what, let's maybe save it when we get to the end. I think let's
We'll do
keep
the
going for
shuffle at
now.
the end.
We'll do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
final
yeah.
shuffling right at the end. So let's talk about Marge Simpson for now.
Homie. I can't do a good Marge voice.
That sounded more like Patty or Selma, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Homer.
We got a couple of votes for A, couple votes for B. She is pretty cool. She can be a little bit embarrassing, just because again she's maybe a little bit out of touch per se. I'm gonna move these Cheerios out of the way because I keep seeing them and I want to eat them. But what are we thinking?
I'm thinking high C or low B
So
for
Timmy
Marge.
says, serious question. What features do Marge and Lois have to distinguish them? You're talking about Lois
In
Griffin,
terms of,
I
like-
assume.
Yeah, that would be my assumption as well.
That's a good point. I mean, I feel like Marge is a little bit less self-centered than Lois Griffin, but again, does that play into the being an embarrassing mom aspect of it, right?
For me, is Marge strikes me more as like a like kind of like what you said, more of a supportive mom than a self-centered mom. Like she supports Lisa's saxophone playing. She does her best to sort of get Bart to realize that, you know, he doesn't have to act out to either get attention or to find love.
Right.
And Bart does realize that lesson a couple of times throughout the series. But a lot of what Marge does is more selfless than selfish. Absolutely, I would say, in comparison to Lois.
Right. But again, we're not necessarily talking about whether or not they're a good mom. We're talking about whether or not you'd be embarrassed to have them drop you off in front of school.
True. And with that in mind, then I would feel like Marge would be more
Flatman, what's my safe word?
sensitive
My
to
safe word is pineapple.
the needs of her children when it comes to that time to drop them off.
Tina, that's still one of my favorite royal treatment commands. Who wouldn't be embarrassed by that hair? It is quite a hairstyle, and she's looking very jaundiced.
Mm.
I think we put this onto a poll.
I'm okay with it.
I don't know where to put her, to be honest. I don't know. I can see good arguments for anywhere between A and C tier. I don't think she's D tier. I don't think she's S tier.
No, I would say A, B, or C for sure. But I'm leaning like high C, low B.
I'm gonna put low A. I'll put high B. Low B. And then high C. I do think that she's probably better than Kitty Foreman, personally.
Oh, yeah.
She does drive a bit of a beater. It's just a family car that's definitely seen its fair share of dings. No thanks to Homer. So the poll is up. We are all over the map so far. This is going to be interesting. Oh, we got a bit of a break away from the pack. Looking so
Fair
far
enough.
like it's
Fair
probably going to be... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon.
1-4-1-4.
If it ends up being a tie, I will split the difference, and she'll go low B.
Fair. Fair.
Which may end up being the case here.
We just need one more vote, chat. Just one more vote.
And you know that one vote is going to be for like none of the ones that's part of the tie, as it always
It's
goes.
going to be low A.
Didn't we have it? Was it last week or was it the week before when we had like basically all options were the same?
I think it was that's this last episode's, yeah. Oh, and there it is,
Oh,
right
there
at the
it
very
is.
end.
There it is, right at the end. High C. High C it is. All right, here we go. High C. I mean, we do need to fill out the C tier a little bit more. We do need to fill it out. Poor Marge. And Marge definitely got the rough end of the stick on that one.
Yeah. I was leaning high B off for that one. Low B. I was leaning low B. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. I see her and Claire Dunphy as being very, very similar characters.
Yeah.
Just with Marge being animated and Claire Dunphy not being animated. Yeah, mobile voting is a little weird. All right. Next up, Maria von Trapp. So this is from the film The Sound of Music. I don't remember much of this movie, I'll be honest. But she did seem like a pretty cool mom.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Justice on this one for sure.
Maria's finally got those kids stiff father loosen up, then she goes and rescues the whole family. Has a mom to be proud of. A.
She fights Nazis.
She does. Does she actually fight them? Like fight them? I don't remember.
I don't think so. No,
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
that there's a fight scene between her and Nazis, but still.
Yeah, she's got a couple S's. She stepmom. What are you doing, stepmom? Maria Def A, who won when we were driven around by Julie Andrews, and that's Julie Andrews she's a saint. She's a saint. What are you looking at there, Ram?
Nothing.
Okay. Dustin Moon says C or B. Got a couple more votes for S tier. I mean, honestly,
I'm on A. I'm on a train.
You're on the A train.
I'm on the A train.
I'm definitely like A. I can see the argument for S tier as well. Again, compared to some of the other people on this list, I can see her maybe being S tier above some other people. Very chill person. I don't think she's the kind of person that would embarrass you, dropping you off at school.
Not purposely.
Not purposely. I mean, most kids, don't want to be dropped off by their mom, right? And so, in that sense, there could be maybe a little bit of embarrassment. But again, I don't think that she would.
Your mom fights Nazis.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would really be embarrassed by a singing mom who dressed me in matching skirts with all my siblings.
That doesn't remind us of anything.
Oh my goodness.
We were never
stuff.
given matching clothes, were we?
That's a you problem, Timmy. I mean, oh man. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad. I'm torn here. I'm torn. I think she goes in A, personally. I think she goes in A
personally as well.
And we got a couple people saying S, a couple people saying B. A lot of people saying A. Do we put it to a vote?
I think we gotta put it to a vote.
Timmy, she's more of a nanny than a mom. I mean, she's the stepmom, right? So she is in that mother role. More so than say like Mary Poppins, I think. So I'll say Maria.
What are you saying hey for, Rockety? What are you saying hey for? Is it the matching clothes? Is that what it is?
Okay. There we go. Poll is up.
At least you know when a kid gets lost, you know which family they belong to if they're wearing matching clothes.
Poll is up. Your choices are S, A, or B. Maria Von Trapp. I don't think she goes in anything less than B tier. I don't see how she's possibly C or D tier.
No, I don't see that either. Oh, it is juggling back and forth.
It is a little heated. It is a little heated. She must be.
Dang.
She must be banished from the Abbey. Isn't that Yentl? Isn't that the one where she gets kicked out of the Abbey? I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
No, that's 8 Mile.
Oh, okay. The one where Marshall Mathers gets kicked out of the convent and has to become a rapper instead.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That would
Mom
be something.
Spaghetti.
That would be a very interesting thing to see if you take two movies that are almost like polar opposites and try and film them where you're taking the concept of one and mashing it into the other. I would watch that. Like
I would say that sounds like a segment for another episode.
Like, could you imagine 8 Mile crossed with Sister Act? Like, take out Whoopi Goldberg's character and replace it with Eminem.
With Marshall Mathers, yeah.
I think that would be hilarious.
It's a 2-way tie.
Oh, we have a tie?
It's a 2-way tie. And nobody voted on B, so there's no tiebreaker.
Chat, why you do this to me? That could be low S, but it could also be high A.
Could also be high A, yeah.
So, yeah, I think we break it. Personally, I think that she goes high A. Personally.
I would be high A as well.
All right, she's going high A.
High A, yeah.
And again, when we get to the end of this thing, we can move some people around. I think she goes high A. Yeah.
Yentl.
Rigged! Yeah, people are flipping tables. We're getting riots in here. There actually is a riot command. If you care to use it, there is a exclamation mark riot.
Mm-hmm.
That feel free to use that too. There you go. You get the table flip and everything in that one. Yeah, this is why I need a veto button. Yeah. Hey, maybe down the road we'll have a chat or a channel points redemption for veto, where you can veto what we've decided.
We'll have to do another brothers versus chat game.
We'll do it. It's true, and I love the Canadian anthem. As much as I loved the idea of having the chat veto, the Canadian anthem honestly might be my favorite thing.
Easily.
All right, let's keep cruising. We've got 6 more ladies to get on the list. Next up, Molly Weasley. And I know Tina hates me for this, and I know that she's gonna kill me. I don't think she scores high. She's a cool character. I like her as a character, but she's definitely embarrassing as a mom, and probably not somebody that I would want dropping me off in front of the school. Just saying. So
I would put her between Marge and Kitty. I would put her in C tier.
Okay. I would put her a little higher than that personally. I would probably put her between Claire Dunphy and Carol Brady.
Oh, in mid C, in mid B?
In mid B.
And why so?
Again, because yes, she can be embarrassing, but I think that she's also not like intentionally embarrassing per se.
I would disagree. I feel like she would be very much intentionally embarrassing.
Okay.
But sorry, continue. I didn't mean.
No, that's all I had. That's all I had.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, like, if you even, not even just her own kids, but if you watch the way that she treats Harry, and again, probably that is more given Harry's background and Molly wanting to be that almost kind of surrogate mother to Harry that he never had growing up. But like, it's the cheek pinches, it's the homemade sweaters that she's going to make you wear. It's the shrill reprimands. It's the overly attached doting at the platform. It's so many things that would make me love her as a mother, absolutely, with my whole heart. I would love her as a mother, but I wouldn't want her dropping me off at school. Absolutely not. I would say
that's fair.
mid to low C.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, we've got a poll up for it. A few options there, so feel free to vote in the poll. Let us know what you think. We got a few votes already in for low C tier, and you make very valid points. I retract my previous statement.
And Moon, you're right. It does depend on what you are embarrassed by. A lot of this comes down to, I guess, more so your social views on how you hold yourself or how you feel others should hold you, or that kind of thing too. Like maybe you love having an overly doty mother and you want that in your life.
You love that super itchy sweater that she knitted for you.
Oh, it's the best. It makes my nips chafe. Anyways, over to the poll.
Big gulp, son. All right,
Big
we are
gulp.
looking very much like it's going to be a low C winner here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think there's any
oh.
coming back at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sounds really inappropriate. All right.
Oh yeah.
Low C it is.
Low C.
She yelled at her husband in the hostel because she didn't understand how stitches work. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. You got me. All right. Morticia Adams. S.
Easy S tier for me.
S tier.
Easy S tier.
Yeah. Just high class, easy S tier for me. I would put, I don't know if I would put her above Chicha. I think she goes right below Chicha for me. It's hard. It's
but
hard.
above Leia. Yeah, I would
think
say mid S.
I think she goes in between the two in S tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we feeling, chat?
Absolutely.
I think she
Like-
goes. I think she goes right here. What do you guys think?
She's got that confident, like, you know, I want to support my kids and their interests kind of vibe going. She's got that like alternative mom vibe too. You know, there's a lot going for Morticia where it's not as embarrassing, but it would almost be interesting to see how she would drop a kid off at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I think the only thing that might make it a little bit embarrassing is if Gomez is there too,
Yeah.
and they start having that whole makeout session while they're dropping you off. B tier, honestly, the questions from the other students. Is your mom undead? I mean, the kids don't care though, right? I think it could be cool. Murder, yeah.
Murder.
That is worst case scenario. That is 100% worst case scenario. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's where she belongs. I think we move on to the next person.
I'm down for mid S.
Sarah Connor. Come with me if you want to live. This is Terminator 2. This is
This will be
Terminator,
Terminator
2.
2, Sarah.
Yeah, this will be Judgment Day.
When she's actually a mother,
Yes,
not just when
Sarah
she's
Connor.
pregnant.
Yeah,
Or gets pregnant, I guess.
yeah.
Thanks, Kyle Reese.
I got hair in my mouth. Can't get.
But no, really, thanks, Kyle Reese.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Hey, Frog, welcome in.
Yeah, the people love the vampire moms.
Just
Heyo.
look at RE8.
Yeah. Oh man. Remember when all we had to worry about was the Bowser Princess Peach? What was her name again?
Bowsette.
Bowsette. Thank you.
Yeah.
Those were simpler
Bowsette,
times.
and then there was Bouette like pretty soon after that, but Bowsette was still like hot button.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are we feeling for Sarah Connor? I see a lot of S's. I don't think I've seen anything else other than S so far. Are we all in agreement that she is going to be high S? Or not necessarily high S, but S tier?
I would say S. I would. And again, it's she's one of those moms that she's not necessarily like Lois Wilkerson in that, like, yeah, she's got her mean streak and her angry streak, but she knows, like, I guess not to say not to take it out on her kid. That's probably a bad way of putting it. But like she understands, or I guess she's less doty, less embarrassing, I guess, on that front. Maybe because she's kind of raises her kid differently than most moms would.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. And so I see her and no offense or no slight meant her way, but I see her as less of a mother and more of an instructor.
Okay, that's fair.
In a lot of cases, and I don't think that I would be embarrassed having her like drive up in like an open top Jeep with some like mounted gun on the back and being like, all right, have a good day of class kind of thing. Like I don't see anything wrong with that.
Is that we have a new follow? I'm gonna assume that this is pronounced the Channel 1 Skylark. So please let me know if that's mispronounced. But thank you very much for that follow. Dude, your mom taught you how to fire a rocket launcher.
The Chip Skylark.
The Chip Sky. Ah, smart. Chip Skylark. Look at me. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
It's a Fairly Odd Parents reference, isn't it?
That is. That is. Now that you said it, I know exactly what that is, and I am very embarrassed that I screwed that up.
Shiny teeth. Yeah. Welcome in.
Indeed. Welcome in. Do we? I should be. I should be. That is. I blew it. That was a big screw up on my part. Shame. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna pull this one, I think.
Shiny teeth that sparkle.
So let's see here.
Anyways.
Sarah Connor. So we've got. I'm gonna say. I don't think that she's gonna be high S. You know what, I'll put it in there just in case people want high S.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah. My vote would be low S. I would put her below Leia, but still an S for sure. The poll.
The poll is up. So
I am a crazy person.
I have a feeling we might get some troll votes in there. Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake, birthday cake, Lars fries, chocolate shake.
Odd parents, fairly odd parents.
See, I do get the reference now. Like I say, it took me a minute.
True. I voted for I'm a crazy person.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because I can't vote on anything else.
I was gonna say we've got one person in the crazy. We've got a
It's
couple.
me.
Looks like so far low S is gonna take it. Digital Frog says mid S. Well, if we end up getting a split between high and low, then we'll probably put her somewhere in the mid. And low could still be above Leia. It's not necessarily that she's gonna be bottom of S tier. I think me personally, I put her between Morticia Addams and Leia.
And there's the tie.
And there's the split. So that's my thought. Now, what do you guys think? I think, like I say, personally, she would be right here between Morticia and Leia.
All right, I can be down with that.
You down with that? Chat,
I'm down with
are we good with that? We can move it later too if we need to. I'll allow it, says Rob City. Okay, we got a couple people saying below Morticia. I think she's right where she belongs. Next, a woman old enough to also be your grandmother, Sophia Petrillo. Picture it, Sicily, 1922.
Thank you for
from
being
Golden
a
Girls.
friend.
This woman is bad A. I think this could be another candidate for potentially S tier, if not high A. I think she's hilarious. Now,
Fair.
again, I guess it depends on what your definition of embarrassing is.
Mm-hmm.
But again, compared to some of the other people on this list, hands down, I would have her drop me off in front of school than other people.
Easily.
So Timmy, this is from Golden Girls. She's a very sassy old woman. Her daughter is in the show, so I think she's still technically, I mean, she is a mom. So she would tweak your cheek in front of the school. Would she though? I don't know that she would. She doesn't seem like the pinch your grandmother.
She would see well enough to
Pinch your
drive.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. That is fair.
Some people are embarrassed simply by having a parent that old. Okay. That's fair. It's a valid point. Edmonton Ninja Turtle says A or B. I don't know
would
that I
say
see
high
B.
A.
I don't know that I see B. But
I would
you
say
know,
high A. I would be high A on that.
the sass is what will make everyone afraid of you. All right. Let's poll it. We'll poll it. All right. So we got Sophia. We got S. A. I'll put. I think she's probably really gonna fall somewhere in between A and B tier personally. So let me go. I'll go high A. I'll go low A. high B, and low B. I don't honestly see her being in C tier with like Marge and Kitty and those.
No.
Personally.
No, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with Chip Skylark, and I would do top A for her for sure.
Tina's back. How dare you put Molly in C tier? Didn't chat vote on that one? I think chat voted on that one, Tina. Yeah, I came back.
Yeah, to be here.
Yeah, I think chat voted on that one.
I think you're right.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Ooh, Timmy, and with those rough words.
Cry about it. I will, Timmy. I will. Yeah, Timmy's spicy tonight. Timmy's got the sass. I love it. All right, we got about 10 seconds left here. Looking like it's probably going to be high A for Miss Sophia Petrillo. Kiwi does invite trolling, 100%. Even if he doesn't explicitly say it, Timmy just invites, Kiwi invites trolling.
Kiwi, yeah.
Kiwi. So high A is where we are going with Sophia Petrillo. Do we put her above or below Maria Von Trapp?
I would say above.
Above? I would agree.
Say above.
I would agree. I think
I
she
wonder
just.
if Kiwi ever got that chicken sandwich he was going for.
Yeah, Can we get a check on Kiwi? He left to go get Wingstop, and then we haven't heard from him again. Is he dead?
Yeah, can we get a pulse on Kiwi? Make sure Kiwi's still around.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a prediction going.
Oh, Rockety's angry. We got to put her below Maria apparently.
We're gonna hold on. I'm gonna get a prediction going here. Did Kiwi die while on his Wingstop trip?
/ did chicken sandwich kill him?
Let me get a submission period. We'll go for 5 minutes.
Is he dead? He dead? Maybe.
He
Helen
did.
Parr should be top A, says Digital Frog. Does not surprise me.
Yeah, because I know that Incredibles is like your favorite Disney movie, so fingers all winged up, can't type, I'm sure. Yeah, that's probably what it is. All right. Well, again, when we get done the list, we can reevaluate a couple of these. Let's get these last two ladies up here, and then we can do some last minute, fiddling around. The next one is Vivian Banks from one of my favorite
West
sitcoms,
Philadelphia.
Born and
Wait,
raised.
no, not from West Philadelphia.
No, yeah.
She's from Bel Air.
She's from Bel Air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Vivian Banks. So this is gonna again be kind of Will's surrogate mother. It's technically his aunt. But what are we thinking? What are we thinking for Vivian Banks? She's pretty cool. She's high class. I think she could potentially be a little bit embarrassing, but I mean, if you're rolling up to school in a limo, that's pretty boss.
I was gonna say she's hip and embarrassing where it counts for her positively, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a couple of votes for S tier. We got a vote for A tier. We've got high B. We've got another vote for B tier. We missed Mom Cosby. I thought about putting her on the list, and it was tricky because I've also got Carol Brady on here too, and I wasn't sure how many people would have remembered those shows well enough, maybe. But
And Golden Girls even.
yeah, you know what? And it's hard because we try to keep it to 20, and so it's a case of if I put her on, who comes off the list.
True.
But let me get a poll up here. I wonder if it'll let me do the poll at the same time as we're doing the prediction. But let's get Vivian Banks.
I
On
would
the
say high B, low A personally for Vivian.
Okay.
Like she's
okay.
she's cool, she's hip.
She's
but-
fit to be a square.
Hip to be square.
So I've got
She's
high
Huey
A.
Lewis in the nude.
Oh, hold on. I missed. Frank. Okay, give me a minute. So I've got S, high A, low A, high B, and low B.
Oh, we're rioting already. Apparently, we also missed Pepper Potts Stark.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because she's a mom, I guess, at the end of the film.
You don't really see
You don't
too
get-
much of how she mothers, though,
Yeah,
in the movies.
yeah. So,
Like, you know she is a mother, but
Tina,
there's not really a lot of examples of how she's a mother.
she
Your
mothered.
mother, Tony. I mean, you're not wrong.
Did she ever have to drop him off at school, though?
I mean, maybe.
Just saying. Just saying. All right. So Vivian Banks, how are we looking so far? Let's take a peek.
We're looking high B so far.
High B.
Like, pretty strongly, to be honest.
Yeah. And I can get behind that. that.
Trent
She-
says she mothered Tony as well, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we can't put everyone on the list. It just comes down to whoever we think of when we're trying to come up with the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did handle the bimbo pretty well in the first movie. Yeah. I'm here to take out the trash. Boom. You can get more than 20, but otherwise we'd be here all night. Our first couple of episodes, we had something like 35 to 40.
30 to 5, yeah.
And then we were here for like
Was
2.5 hours just doing the tier list. And it's
It
just,
was
it's
way too
insanity. It's just too many.
Ooh, Aunt May would have been a good one to throw on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is definitely a miss. Aunt May would have been
Yeah.
a really good one.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being here all night? We love you guys. I appreciate that. I do have to work in the morning, though.
As do I.
Yeah. Aunt May, that's definitely a miss. That would have been
Yeah.
a good one to add. 100%.
I'll take the heat on that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Aunt May is honorary S tier. I think she goes again. I don't know if I put her above Chicha, but I think she goes above Morticia.
I would put her above Chicha, but again, that might be personal bias.
Or Mrs. Wayne too soon. Ooh. Yeah, OG Aunt May. OG. All right, so we've got our last one here. Wilma Flintstone. Where does she go?
Wilma!
Do we put her in C tier just to make it even?
I mean, Chat's already on the C boat.
I think she goes above Marge, personally.
And this one's kind of hard for me to call because she only has Pebbles in terms of children.
Mhm.
Pebbles isn't old enough to take to school. And even if she were to take Pebbles to school, I mean, you're either doing what? You're riding a dinosaur or you got the foot car, right?
Right, but she still kind of like oozes that cool mom vibe, right?
Fair.
So,
But I mean, to that regard, then, and no, time placements aside, what would make her any different than Jane Jetson?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's definitely going to be above Marge, which would still put her potentially in the same ballpark as Jane Jetson, because essentially I think they are more or less the same character, just set in different time periods.
Fair.
So,
Rob says, what about the later series and Pebble and Bam Bam are grown up? I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest with you.
yeah, that's a thing. And then there's the movie. And I'm trying to remember who played her in the movie. And now, and again, because we've had to do this in previous episodes as well, where which Wilma are we talking about? We are talking about cartoon Hanna-Barbera version of Wilma, not the live action one.
It was played by Elizabeth Perkins in the live action movie.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of redheads in this list. I didn't notice that until you mentioned that, because Helen Parr is a redhead, is she not?
Mm-hmm.
Jane Jetson.
Mm-hmm.
Claire is, I think, kind of a strawberry blonde, so kind of almost redhead. Kitty Foreman's a bit of a redhead. Molly's definitely a
Molly.
redhead. Lois is a redhead.
Lois.
Mama Boucher. That's a lot of redheads.
If Morticia had blood in her hair, she'd be a redhead.
Do you two have a type? Ha! My wife's brunette.
I do not have a wife. I'm actually single, ladies.
Oh.
Oh,
We should
summer.
we should do a dating game one of these times.
Oh,
Just gonna-
Lord.
Ladies. I don't see a single anime dead mom ponytail. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yes, I am all the single ladies, Timmy.
All
All
right,
the
we're-
single ladies.
We're gonna throw Wilma on the last poll of the evening here. I don't think that Wilma's S tier, so I'm not even gonna put that on the list.
To be honest, we're juggling Wilma between B and C.
I would agree. So I'm gonna go high B. I'll say mid B, which would basically put her on par with Jane Jetson.
Mm-hmm.
Low B, high C, and low C.
I see a lot of people in chat that are like appealing to my my organizational preferences and just being like C for balance, just throw in C for balance.
Right? It's too convenient. There's too many OCD
Right.
people in chat, including myself. Where I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, I just want to put it in C, so that way it fits my nice little box. And maybe we put Wilma in B and we move Carol Brady down to C. Because I mean, we just dropped her in B to begin with, right? We had no real reasoning behind just putting her on the board. And
Mm-hmm.
everything that we've put in B tier has been above Carol Brady. So I could totally see us moving Carol Brady down in place of Wilma, so that way we've got 4 in each.
Fair. Chip Skylark says that they'd be more bothered that the list wouldn't be honest if we just did C for balance. They're saying total B, which I also definitely understand. Regardless of where we're putting them, we're going to be going back through every tier to make sure that whoever's in there is meant to be in there. And we definitely have had lists before where it was a little bit unbalanced. It didn't have to be the perfect.
That's true. That's
but,
very true.
We'll be going back through.
Yeah. What about Nani from Lilo and Stitch? That's a fair point too. Like, she's technically the sister, but she is more or less also the surrogate mom there too. So
We also had. Did we not have Nani in a previous tier list? matchup?
No. What we did have Lilo.
Lilo.
Lilo
right.
is in
I was gonna
is
say.
Disney princesses or Disney heroines, and their ability to
That would
fight.
win in a battle royale.
Yeah, that was our very first one actually. That was 6 episodes ago. Holy
It's hard
smokes.
to believe that was 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's
ago.
crazy thing. This is episode 7 already of It's Just Called Two
Mhm.
Brothers. So Chad has spoken and overwhelmingly has said high C for Wilma. So that puts everyone on the list. Now, is there anyone that is in the wrong spot? Anyone that we need to move? Rockety still says move Sophia behind Maria.
And I'm sure Digital Frog has mentioned this before. Yeah, and there it is again. Helen Parr should be higher.
And again, this is not whether or not they're a good mom. This is whether or not you'd be embarrassed to have them drop you off at school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot of opinion that is going to be around this. Okay, so we do have a seconded for Helen Parr. When you say Helen Parr should be higher, what are you saying?
How high?
How high? Rocky says swap Sophia and Helen.
So that Helen would be top at A and Sophia would be mid A?
Basically, yeah, you would go like this. This is what Rockety is proposing. Digital Frog also says yes.
Edmonton Ninja Turtle sparking more fire from Tina.
Dragon Lady,
Dragon Lady
needs
needs to
to
drop.
I'm pretty sure Tina would drive up from Florida to Canada and murder me in my sleep if I dropped Daenerys Targaryen to be lower than A. It's true. She will hunt me down. Like
Helen
how
should go between Sarah and Leia, says Timmy. Maybe. in
how
S
far
tier?
of a drive is that? Like, I'm just gonna guess
from
say-
Florida to here? My guess would be like 3 days straight driving, maybe a little less than.
I'm just gonna map it out here. Google Maps. I'm just gonna say Tallahassee. I don't know where you live in Florida. How many miles is that? Does it tell me?
So Tina says that she'd go plane, not car. By the by.
Oh, okay. You're gonna fly. You don't want to mess around. That's still a pretty long flight. That's probably like a 5-hour flight, I'll bet. But still.
Trent says put her in D.
We did vote. We did a vote for
we did.
Daenerys Targaryen, and she ended up in A tier.
True.
Just saying.
Mm-hmm,
I am cool with swapping Helen and Sophia.
she got her kids killed. This isn't her ability to be a mother. This is whether or not you would be embarrassed to be dropped off at school by her.
Yep.
So long as she's not killing you on your way to school, Does not factor in.
And maybe she is. Maybe, and then again, maybe she burns down the school. At which point, that might be cool mom points. Burns down the
That might
school.
be cool mom points.
You now have a permanent snow day, and the snow is actually the ashes of the school raining down on you. That got really dark. I'm sorry. Blue says switch Vivian Banks with Dragon Lady.
So, okay. Do we need to do another poll for Daenerys? Because it sounds like we need to do another poll for Daenerys. That's what,
that-
I'm getting from this.
That
right
is
now.
another Miss Blue. Frigga, Thor's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Also honorary S tier.
Mm-hmm.
No, you are the dragon. That's true. So is she riding you to school? And then just leaving you there?
Phrasing.
Hey, phrasing.
I'm torn.
Do we do another poll? We could do another poll
We-
for
we-
Daenerys.
Okay, let's do another poll for Daenerys. It seems like there's a lot of dissent. See if I can remember how to spell Daenerys properly.
Is it embarrassing to be a product of incest? Depends on where you live, I guess. Oof.
I'll put. I'm not even gonna put C tier. I've got. You know what?
No.
I've got low
never know.
S, high A, low A, and B. But you know what? I'm just gonna make this straight S A B C D,
Yeah, that's what I would do.
and we'll see where the votes land. All right. This changes
Apparently,
my.
incest is changing.
Everyone's gonna vote low now because I made a big deal about it. Just to spite you.
Well, that's the way it is.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow. That surprises me.
A lot.
That surprises me. I can respect spite.
That was a lot more indeed than I was expecting to see.
Still better than
I-
Mama Blue.
I figured we'd be juggling A and B.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. Incest does not equal best. I know who you are. I get the programmer humor there.
Yeah. I was actually going to say the same. I was like, oh, there we go. Well,
The D's have spoken. D for
the
Dragon
people have
Lady.
spoken. There's more votes on D than there were on all the other ones combined.
I could have abused my mod powers tonight, but just ban everyone that doesn't agree with you. Is that how that goes, Tina? Ban Edmonton Ninja Turtle.
Dr. Crusher? Oh, I guess. Yeah.
True.
I forget that she was a mother sometimes.
Oh. Shots
And
fired.
it's not a slight against her. It's just I haven't watched The Next Generation in a long time.
I'm trying to grab it on the stream, and rather than actually grabbing the portrait on the. Tina, I'm sorry. I feel like we need to be playing sad music while we pull Danny down from her throne in A tier, down into D tier.
Sad violin.
I think she goes. I think that she's probably still better than Mama Boucher.
Oh yeah, better than Mama Boucher. I would say better than Lois Wilkinson or
Wilkerson.
Wilkinson. better than I would say better than both Loises. I would have her as high.
Did you like that subtle throne joke in there, Tina? What about Lois Griffin?
Better than Lois Griffin.
All right, top of the D it goes. Yeah, low blow.
Top D.
All right. Are we good?
I think so.
I think we're good.
I think so.
I didn't see any other huge arguments to move people. No, we are not in fact good. Aye! Heyo.
Hey-o.
Chat did vote. Chat voted. And I'm gonna end the prediction as well. I think Kiwi is dead,
I think Kiwi died. Yeah.
so I'm gonna choose the outcome as Kiwi is dead.
Because we didn't hear back from NEL, and
didn't hear
especially
back
not
from him.
Kiwi.
I think he's dead. So congrats to all of you who voted that Kiwi died. I think he is in fact dead. He's not dead. He's just down to half a cup of Kiwi. I should change my name to half a cup of Kiwi, except I would have to wait 60 days to change it back. He is there. I just closed the prediction, Kiwi. We had a prediction as to whether or not you died on your trip to Wingstop. Kiwi's back from the dead, guys.
We can't refund this. We've already closed the prediction.
Yeah, you gave Pondering a oh, that's true. You did give him a shout out. Well, prediction's closed. Congrats, everyone. I need a refund. All right, let me take a screenshot of this here.
All right, do it up.
There we have it. All right. So like we mentioned, normally
Normally,
the tier list is the last thing that we do in the show. However, given that this is the Mother's Day episode of It's Just Called Two Brothers, I feel that we would be remiss, considering especially that both Dr. M and myself share a single mother, that we did not at least give a
she's
shout out.
not single. Don't get the wrong idea, chat. She's happily married. She's not single. But we definitely share a mother.
Thank you for making that distinction.
You're welcome.
She is not single. She is singularly our mother.
Yes.
Oh, Shadow. Dang, I was going to ask for Shadow Bear for stepdad. Here we go. We would be remiss if we did not give at least a shout out to our own mother and say thank you. Because honestly, as far as moms go, we've got an S tier mom.
We got an S tier mom for sure.
She would be S tier. And so we may not always show it. We definitely, when we were kids, we didn't show it all the time. But she was always there for us, continues to be there for us, and is S tier material, top tier lady. So thank you, mom.
And for all the trouble that we've ever gotten into, for all the trouble that didn't end up happening because of the mannerisms and the methods in which you raised us, I am very happy to say that I am somebody that I can respect deep inside because of the way that I was raised by my mother and my father. But a majority of my emotions and how I handle them and how I display any type of unconditional love for others is definitely something that I have been influenced because of the way that my mother unconditionally loves everybody around her. So to mirror Casey's statement, absolutely S tier, absolutely S tier mom, and I could not have been luckier.
100%. I would not be here. Well, both literally as well as also literally. Yeah. Really quick story time, because I don't want to get into too many like personal stories. Don't want to dox ourselves or anything here. But as a kid, she actually stopped me from jumping out a 2-story window because I was going to run away from home with a shopping bag, and I was going to use it as a parachute to jump out the window. And she stopped me. So thank you. Thank you.
Which, looking back on it now, would have helped prep you for the time that you did fall off a treehouse and fell 20 feet.
Yeah. How old were you? 17? 19? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was probably like, what? How old was I, Mom? Like 4? 5?
You would have been at the very most
6?
4 or 5.
6. Yeah. So
Okay.
around kindergarten age. Yeah, this was just last week. I'll do it.
Shopping bag in hand.
I hate it here. Oh, man. But thank you again, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you. Happy Mother's Day. Even though it was like a week and a bit ago, Happy Mother's Day again. We wouldn't be here without you.
True.
But thank you so much, everyone, as well. She is watching. She is hanging out here with us. Hi, Mom. She also got locked out, but she got locked out by our youngest brother. He locked her out of the house in winter. And so, yeah, stories. Anyways, we could be here all night telling crazy stories, but we do got to get to bed. I got to get to bed. Ram's
I
got to
gotta
get to bed. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Tina now forgives us for putting Molly so low. Thank you. I appreciate the forgiveness. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. Let's go find somebody cool to raid, share some love with. Let me see who is online. Ram, if you want to help me out here, if you've got some
for sure.
suggestions, let's take a look.
While we're looking for somebody to raid it, just a couple of things, chat. We do have something very special planned for next week. So not next week, but 2 weeks from now. So be sure to come back for another episode of It's Just Called Two Brothers and then some. Ooh.
We are going to have our very first guest on the show. It is a secret for now. The only hint that I will give you is this is the least salty person I know.
Yeah. Well, yes. Depends on who you're talking to.
That is true. The least salty person. Anyways, let me take a look and see here who we can raid. So not Trent. Can't be Kiwi. Let me think. I got a couple of options here. Here, I'm gonna message you something really quick here, Ram.
All right.
As a suggestion, and you let me know what you think.
What are you messaging me on? So I know where to
sorry,
look?
in Discord.
Okay. So I was waiting for it through Twitch. Yeah, actually, that's who I was thinking as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So we are gonna raid a good friend of ours by the name of Gloop Dog. He is the gloopiest of dogs. Very good friend of the channel. Let me drop that in there. And thank you for dropping the raid call. Gloop Dog is hilarious. Honestly, stick around. He's doing a Just Chatting stream as well, so I'm not quite sure what he's chatting about, but he's hilarious. Honestly, we love Gloop Dog here. But hopefully you all have a fantastic evening. We will be back in about 2 weeks for the next episode of It's Just Called Two Brothers. Thanks again for hanging out. Again, happy belated Mother's Day to all of you Mother's Day people. All of you mothers out there. That's what I meant to say. I just threw the word day in there again. And have a fantastic night. Be good to each other.
Stay classy, San Mom Diego.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.